Hello? Okay, so that's what they can hear. Now we're muted. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Buffalo Stadium. Today is Friday, September 7th, and tonight your Garden City Buffaloes are taking on the Valley Center Hornets.
Last game, the Buffaloes played Derby and at Derby Stadium. Kind of got a little bumpy on those plays. The score was 49-6, and Valley Center had played Mays on their game, which was 49-0. So it's looking to be a pretty good matchup. Valley Center's Parker Schneider threw a 8 completion, 21 attempts, 59 yards, and 1 pickoff. And their second-string quarterback, Caleb Harden, threw 2 completions, 3 attempts, 17 yards, and 1 pickoff. And our quarterback, Carlo Acosta, got 3 pickoffs on a 58-yard attempt.
So obviously both teams are 0-1 heading into tonight's contest, and the biggest improvements are seen between week 1 and week 2. So tonight the Buffaloes are going to have to do a better job offensively. They were unable to protect Carlos Acosta, and he was sacked multiple times versus Derby. Tonight they're going to look to turn things around. So tonight is Military Appreciation Night here at Buffalo Stadium, as there's a annual helicopter about to fly in, deliver the game ball, and right now motorcycles are circling around the track. Buffaloes tonight will be wearing their brown uniform tops with their Military Appreciation camouflage pants, with their white numerals, with the white helmets and Buffalo logo on both sides. And as for Valley Center, they're wearing their white tops, purple bottoms with purple numerals, and purple helmets sporting their V logo on both sides. Kickoff is 7 minutes away, and
as the motorcycles roll in, we have a helicopter coming in to drop off a veteran who had won, or who's giving the game-winning ball. Seven minutes till kickoff. Things are starting to get a little rowdy. The band just got done. They're getting in the stadium. The motorcycles are finishing their lap. The helicopter is flying in currently right now. Both teams are on the sidelines watching the helicopter come in and land. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good game. Kind of okay weather, possible chances of rain, little wind, so it looks like it's going to be a good game, clear night.
And here we have the helicopter landing at the 50-yard line midfield. God bless America. .6:20 to go, so I'll take kickoff.
Starting to get the incoming crowds. Actually, Valley Center is right now walking in. Our head coach for Buffaloes this season is Brian Hill, and this is his 9th season. Our athletic director is Drew Tone in his 3rd year, and our athletic trainers in her 2nd year is Maddie Silva. The head coach for this year is Scotty LeCroy, and the athletic director is Kayla Smith. Actually, Scott this is his 1st year coaching, as he traded positions with Caleb Smith.
Yes, sir. On the field right now are 4 of the Buffalo captains, and it is Ryan Jarmer, Ethan Crone, Fujio Chairez, and Ethan Martin, as they're about to meet up with the veteran who's just stepped out of the helicopter.
Starting to get a little windy, don't you think?
Yep.
Flags are moving, crowds coming in. We do have a pretty packed house tonight. Student section looks really good. The band is still moving into their final seats, and the home side looks like a pretty good audience.
4:54, here comes Valley Center coming out of the locker room.
Starting quarterback for the night is Caleb Harden. He's 6'2", he's in the 10th grade. And our starting quarterback for the Buffaloes is Carlos Acosta, who's a junior, and also a defensive back.
So Spencer, I'm Austin Underwood. I forgot to say that. The play-by-play.
Yeah, I'm Spencer Valentine.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, but anyway, what do you think the Buffaloes are going to have to do to get on the right track tonight?
I really think somewhat problem last game was our kicker. We couldn't make that extra point, and our offensive line really needs to start protecting Carlos Acosta, as they let too many defensive linemen get in and get them. So that will play a major part into it.
And it doesn't help when you have to play a team like Derby, who is one of the premier teams in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, it does not help. So, I mean, both teams have lost their last games. The Buffalo just happened to get that 6 points mixed. We missed the extra point at the end, so we got a 49-6. Our star players from last game, one of them was Carlos Acosta with the leading pass yards of 58, and Reese Moore, who had 9 tackles. He was the highest tackles of the game. And Ethan Crone, who had 1 sack. And A.B. Arana, who had the highest rushing yards, was 31 yards. Ty Davis had the highest touchdown for the Buffalo, 6 points.
And for Valley Center, some key players that might make a difference in this game for them is their starting running back tonight, Larry Wilson. Their quarterback is Parker Schrader, number 5, a 5'9", 132-pound senior. But he also shared some snaps with Caleb Harden, number 1, a 6'2", 160-pound sophomore. So it'll depend on how he's doing and what's going to give him the most momentum to see if they can get in the end zone for the first time this year as they were shut out.
Yeah, the motorcycles are making their final tips around the track, and we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds till kickoff. So we got a real big American flag going over the tennis courts for a military appreciation night. We have some veterans here in the crowd, and we can have veterans throughout the field.
Both teams are looking for that first win, and tonight's it's going to be a good one here at Buffalo Stadium. First home game of the year for the Garden City Buffaloes. And Valley Center has yet to play. This is their second road game. So next week they're going to enjoy having a home game finally. So here we go as the captains are meeting midfield. Captains for Valley Center are Blaine Hightower, Dakota Chieso, Spencer Needens, and Larry Wilson.
Buffalo's 2 captains are Fugio Chavez and Ryan Drummer. And Ethan Martin. Sorry, there's 3.
Oh, and another one.
Oh, is there a 4th one? Who's
Ethan Crone.
Ethan Crone.
A minute 23 to go. Both teams are waiting on the sideline.
The motorcycles are exiting the field. It's about to kick off. 1:15. Wind's picking up. The weather conditions are kind of changing. Crowds are moving in. So it's going to be a really mixed game. We'll see how it goes. The Buffaloes kind of have a little bit of a disadvantage. We're not as big as Valley Center here. Our quarterback is only 5'9", and their quarterback is 6'2". So we'll see how that lines up. Some of our offensive line, our defensive line is a little bit shorter than their offensive defensive line. So
coin toss is going on right now, so we'll see who's going to get the ball first. Both teams last game were only able to get 6 first downs. Offense was a big problem for both of them, so tonight they're going to look to right the ship on the offensive side of the ball. And here's the coin toss. It's going to be, we're waiting for the refs to.
Valley Center won the toss and elected Jimmy Furr.
10 seconds till kickoff.
City will receive.
Garden City is going to receive the ball as we're heading into week 2 of this early high school football season. So the Buffaloes look to turn it around as their offense is going to get a chance to redeem themselves after last week and only putting up 6 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we really need to move the ball more around. We didn't have very many passing attempts. We tried to run the ball too much, and Derby was able to shut us down very quickly. We didn't have very many rushing yards and passing yards. So, I mean, I feel like we need to throw the ball around a little more, try to get it downfield quicker. We'll see what happens through this game.
Penalties were also costly for the Buffaloes as they had 9 penalties and it cost them 52 yards. So limiting penalties will also be key if they want to be successful in this game. 12 minutes each quarter. Buffaloes Hornets. Kickoff is moments away. And the kicker tonight for Valley Center will be number 35, Hunter Sharp.
The Buffalo's kicker is Miguel Ramos. He is also a wide receiver. He is 5'7", 165 pounds, and is a junior.
Here comes the Buffalo's return team. Returning for the Buffaloes will be number 21, Avi Arana, number 34, Reese Morris,
Number 3, Lane Durst.
and number 33, Caleb LaPointe. Here we go. It is kickoff time.
Fans are on their feet. Here we go.
Home opener for the Buffaloes. Both teams 0-1. Here comes Sharp. Raises his hand, and kickoff is underway. The ball is booted. Wind is knocking it short, and it's going to be muffed. And the ball is loose on the ground and is recovered by the kicker himself, Sharp. And Valley Center has already forced a turnover. Not a great start for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, we need to work on that punt return. That didn't help that the wind was pushing it more to the right. That's not a helping factor, but we need to get on top of that ball.
So Valley Center is going to have, they're going to be the ones who are first on offense today. They were unable to score last week, but they played a good Mays Eagles team. Parker Schrader is the starting quarterback for Valley Center. Defensively for the Buffaloes, they're going to have to, some of their best players on defense are Ethan Crone, who has 1 sack on the year. He was the only one who was able to provide a sack last week, and he's going to have to be a key and pressure this Valley Center Hornets offense. 11:56 on the clock. Game 0-0. First and 10 as Valley Center Hornets are in Buffalo territory at the 36-yard line. Here comes the Hornets. They're in T-back formation. Schrader under center. He's going to hand it off to Wilson, who's stuffed and taken down by number 39, Josh Dowdy. And that is a loss of 4 yards, or a 2-yard loss. And we'll set up a 2nd and 12.
Buffalo's defense was obviously able to stop that play very quickly and very accurately. So hopefully the defense will be looking to shoot better tonight and get some sacks and stop the ball.
11:25 and counting down on the clock. Schrader now in pistol formation with Wilson behind. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake it to Wilson. He's going to pass it up 29. And he's going to take it, and he's going to get across the first down. Carrillo was the one receiving on that one. He was able to get a 12-yard reception, setting up the first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, we should have stopped him at the 31, but happened to do a little spin move right there and got around our defense. Our defense is definitely going to have to try and stop those balls. That's what kind of hurt us in that Derby game, is the juke moves, and as you know, most people call them. That really was killed us.
It's going to set up 3rd and inches as he was just shy of the marker, and it's going to be a false start on Valley Center. It appears they're going to call a false start, and it's going to be a 3rd and 5 back at the 31-yard line for the Hornets, as their right tackle jumped a little bit early. Right now the student section is chanting their famous chant, "You can't do that." 10:39, score still remaining 0-0. And Carrillo is taken out of the game, and Pons has checked in at running back. 3rd and 6, the 31-yard line. Schrader is in shotgun formation, empty backfield, 2 wide receivers on each side. It's going to be a handoff to Pons, and it's going to be a dead play.
Flag on the play.
Another flag. We'll see what this is.
The Buffalo's offensive coordinators is Nathan Smith, Goss Spotter, Kerry McFan, and Eric Bass. Hopefully they're able to coordinate with the coach, try to get the best plays available for tonight. Our defense they're looking okay right now. They're not looking 100, but they're not looking too terrible. So
Yet another false start on the Hornets, making it now 3rd and 11 at the 36-yard line. They're going in the wrong direction. It's 2 straight false starts in a row. 10:33 on the clock.
Valiant Center needs to try and stop that quickly because that's really going to kill them this game if they keep doing that.
Schrader is all by himself with 3 receivers on the right side, 1 on his left. Stepping back, he's going to fire one deep to Williams, who drops it. It was right in his hands. Looked like he was going to come down with it, but was unable to do that. It's going to be an incomplete pass, setting up 4th and 11.
Stopped by Christian Reyes was an incomplete pass on the 10.
Yeah.
You only got one thing plugged into it. Just plug it into this.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Sorry, I lost power there for a second.
Yeah, sorry about that. Some
Yeah.
technical difficulties. And it's 10:24 on the clock, 4th and 11. Williams, the one who's responsible for that drop, is going to be punting it. Return man is... Can you see the return man? Appears to be Caleb LaPointe. Williams punts one straight up in the air. Everyone's saying get away from it. And it's going to be down at the 21-yard line. Caleb LaPointe was the return man, but it's going to set up Buffalo football at their own 21-yard line. Let's see what they can do on their first offensive possession.
The cornerbacks for those 2 for the Buffaloes was Kobe Aker and Christian Reyes. Christian Reyes did a really good stop on this for getting that touchdown. If he wouldn't have stopped, it would have been a possible touchdown.
And Acosta is going to be in pistol formation with Arana behind him and Martin to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fire a screen pass to Christian Reyes, and it's going to be appears to be for no gain. It's going to set up a 2nd and long.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 10. Tackle on the play was by number 8.
Our wide receivers for this game is Christian Reyes and Ty Davis, and also Lane Durst.
Buffaloes right there appeared to try to get the ball out quicker, something that they struggled with against Derby.
Yeah, we're definitely the center for Acosta is Garrick Wells, sophomore.
Acosta in shotgun formation, Arana to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fire another screen pass, this time to Davis. Davis is going to throw it deep to a wide open Lane Durst, and he drops it. He had wide open field right in front of him. Some trickery with the Buffaloes. It's going to set up a 3rd and long. That was a very clever play.
Yeah, that was a very clever play. Hopefully the Buffaloes have some more trick plays up their sleeve because obviously the Hornets did not see that coming. Ty Davis did a great job of getting that ball down the field. Just happened to slip out of Durst's hands. We're definitely going to have to get that under control if the Buffaloes want to score and win this game.
So now Acosta back in pistol formation with Arana on his back. 3 to his left, 1 to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look to fire a pass to the near side. Completed to Ty Davis, and it's going to be good enough for a 1st down around the 34-yard line.
The Buffaloes are looking to play a passive game so far. They haven't ran the ball once. They did that one clever play on that 2nd down, and now they just threw it to Ty Davis on the 35.
As their first down of the game, they were only able to have 6 first downs last week. 9:24 in this first quarter game, still tied at 0. Acosta in shotgun formation. He's going to take this snap. Once again, he's going to look to pass. He's going to target Ty, and Ty's the one who comes down with it. Another 8-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and short.
Yeah, I've heard that I've been told by some coaches that Carlos likes to favor Ty Davis in the passing game. He's been throwing to he threw to Lane Durst, and we did that trick play. So we'll see who he favors this game on the passing plays.
So actually it was a 4-yard pass, and it's going to be 2nd and 6. Shotgun formation for Acosta. He finally hands it off to Arana, who takes it to the far side. And he's got some room. He's looking to get outside of a defender, and he gets a big gain, and there's another flag.
A.V. Arana was brought down on the 49. A.V. Arana is a junior who is is a junior who is 170 pounds and 5'10". He had a really good season last year. Happened to be pulled out due to some Achilles surgery. He got injured in one of our games, so it looks like he's made a pretty strong comeback on that play. So, well, I guess we'll see how he plays throughout the night.
And right now the refs are discussing what the flag is for. It was good enough for a first down, but we'll see if that flag negates the play. 8:47 in the first quarter.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay second down.
It's on us, or on the Buffaloes. It's a 10-yard holding penalty. It's going to set back. It appeared the penalty was called near where Arana was taken down, so it's only a 3rd and 8 or a 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line for the Buffaloes.
8:47 left to go in the corner. Let's see if we can get the ball moved down past the field, past the 50.
Here comes Acosta, shotgun formation with Arana to his right side. He's going to fake it to Arana, and he's going to keep it himself and go up the field, and he gets a first down, taken down at the 46-yard line. Great quarterback draw from Carlos Costa.
It looks like the Buffaloes are starting to gain some yards, slowly but surely, making these 2 first downs. The student section is very pumped, so is the band is getting into the game. You know, I guess they're just making it downfield slowly, but they're doing it.
Hightower is responsible for that last tackle. 1st and 10 now at the 45-yard line for the Buffaloes as they're nearing Hornets territory. Shotgun formation once again. Arana to Acosta's left. It's a high snap. Acosta gets it. Fires one to Lane Durst. It's completed. And Lane is going to try to push his way past the Valley Center defender, and he's going to be taken out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
That was a great move pulled by Lane Durst there. He spun around and got an incoming defender and shook him off. Wasn't able to make he was able to make a couple yards, but not a drastic change. The Buffalo center is Garrick Wells for this quarter of the game.
Now it's 2nd and 4. Now they're in Hornets territory. Costa is going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Arana. There's going to be a flag on the play. False start on the Buffaloes. That's going to move them back 5 yards, setting up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to scoot back in the wrong direction into their own territory once again.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. You play second down.
So far there's been several penalties on both teams.
Yeah, if there's been several penalties on the Buffalo, there's been several penalties on the Hornets. We're really going to have to get this under control to make some moves down here. 8:21 left to go in the first quarter.
And Reese Morse is now the running back. He was the most successful in Derby out of the 2. He's definitely more of a power type of running back. And now they're going to have 2nd and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Acosta in shotgun formation with Morse to his left side. Costa's going to take the snap, and he's going to keep it himself as he's going to look to go off the left tackle. But he's taken down for a loss of 1, setting up a 3rd and long for the Buffaloes.
That takedown was made by Leighton Lewis, who is a senior for Valley Center. He is 5'10", 186 pounds.
Buffaloes are looking for the play call from the coaches. 7:53 left in the first quarter. Game still tied at 0. Costa, shotgun formation, Morse to his right side. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to pass. Pressured, he's rolling out to his left, and he is quickly collapsed by several Hornet defenders, sacked. And that's going to set up a punting situation for the Buffaloes.
That is the 3rd time Carlos Acosta has been sacked during this season. The offensive line really needs to hold that defense a little bit longer, especially on these left corners. It doesn't seem like our linemen are able to hold them off for very long. So that's something that Buffaloes need to improve on.
Reese Morris, the running back, is also punting for the Buffaloes this evening, and Larry Wilson will be the return man for the Hornets. Here comes the snap. Morris is going to boot it deep, and he has the wind on his side of the field. And that ball takes a good friendly bounce, and it's going to be knocked out at around the 15-yard line. Hornets are going to try to have an 85-yard drive to get their first touchdown of the season. 6:54 left to go in this first quarter. Game still knotted up at 0.
Buffalo's going in to review those couple plays that they got. Eric Bass is the head offensive coordinator. We'll see what he's going to talk to them about and see if they can improve on anything, especially moving the ball downfield a little bit quicker.
Here comes Pons, is going to appear to be the running back for the Hornets right now. And Parker Schrader is making his jog to the field, call out the play. Once again, another penalty, holding on the return team.
With a 10-yard penalty from the end of the run.
It's a 10-yard penalty, half the distance to the goal. And they're even further back, and they're going to have even a further trip to get their first score of the season.
It seems like Coach Hill is getting a little frustrated with this team at the moment. You know, we had a couple penalties. We just had another one right there. You know, we should have had one of those completion, possibly a touchdown. It was about a 15-yard gap, so you know, it was probably going to be a touchdown, but unfortunately that wasn't able to happen. Lane Durst had fumbled the ball around and dropped it. So
sorry.
No, you're good.
Split back formation as it's pitched out to Pons, and he is only taken down for a 2-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 7 for the Hornets.
And also Elia Mejia brings up second down.
6:34 left to go. The clock is running as we speak. It's 4th down. We'll see what the Hornets are going to do right now.
It's not 4th down. The scoreboard was wrong there.
Sorry.
2nd down. That's all right.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't paying attention on that.
2nd and 7 at the Hornets' own 11-yard line. Schrader looks like he's going to be all alone in the backfield with 3 receivers to his left and 1 to his right, and he's going to fire to the right receiver, and it's going to be incomplete, setting up a 3rd and 7.
The Buffaloes seem to have a pretty full house tonight. With the stadium is pretty packed. Also Valley Center has a pretty good crowd coming from their end of the state. Our band is playing currently, and the cheerleaders are cheering. 6:04 left to go in the quarter.
Right now, both defenses are doing their part, holding both teams to 0 points apiece. 3rd and 7 for the Hornets. Schrader's going to be, once again, all alone in the backfield with 3 to his right and 1 to his left with a fullback helping him protect. Schrader fires one deep to Williams, and it's complete at the end. He's going to take it all the way, it appears, 20, 10, 5, into the end zone, and that is their first score of the season for Parker Schrader to Zach Williams, and that was a 89-yard pass touchdown.
Yeah, we got to stop that. The cornerback for that was Christian Reyes. Wasn't able to stop the pass. He got him on for a second, but Williams was able to shake him off toward the end there and make that touchdown.
That has to feel good for the Hornets. That is their first score of the season as they were shut out last week.
Going for the extra point. Score is 6-0, 5:53 on the clock.
Sharp are attempting the extra point. The kicker will be Sharp.
Jacob Sims was removed from the special teams here.
There was another penalty. Not quite sure what that was. It's not going to affect the game apparently, as Sharp is going to attempt this kick with Harden as the holder. Here comes the snap. It's a high snap. The kick is up and good. 7-0, 5:53 left. Hornets are leading the Garden City Buffaloes.
Yeah, that must be kind of frustrating for Christian Reyes, as he was the cornerback who was not able to take down Zach Williams on that. Zach Williams
is 6'5", 162 pounds, and compared to Christian Reyes, who's 5'8", that's 7 inches, right?
Yeah, that's 7 inches. That's quite a drastic difference there. So Christian Reyes shouldn't feel too bad about that one. I mean, it's quite a change.
My mental math is wrong. That is a 9-inch difference, right? Oh my God.
9-inch difference.
Sorry about that. 5:53 left.
Special teams going onto the field as the special teams for the Hornets come out and kick. 5:53 on the clock right now. Hornets 7, Buffalo 0.
Caleb LaPointe, Reese Morris, and Lane Durst all have scooted up around the 20-yard line as that first kick was killed by the wind, and then it was muffed, and Hornets were able to take over the ball. They were unsuccessful on their first drive. However, they were able to stop Garden City and were able to produce an 89-yard touchdown pass that last drive. Here comes Sharp, getting ready to kick off. Windy out here in southwest Kansas. This kick is kicked a little bit better than the first one, and it's going to be returned by LaPointe at the 20-yard line. He's going to take it far side, and he's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line.
The win has definitely got to be a struggle for both teams. It has severely picked up since pregame. We'll see how this affects the game as it continues. Still, score 550 in the first quarter, 7-0. We'll see what the Buffaloes can do to improve on that last offense. We'll see if we can even score a touchdown, or if we can move down the field a little bit more.
And right now the Buffaloes have the win on their side, and I think that's why they've been trying to pass it a little more, so it's a little bit easier. But wind was not a factor on that last touchdown pass from Hornets, who were going into the wind, as it was a beautiful connection from Schrader to Williams. Here we go as Buffaloes are at their own 27-yard line. Acosta in pistol formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake it off to Arana. He's looking deep. He's going to fire one to Christian Reyes midfield, but it is incomplete over the head of Christian Reyes, setting up 2nd and 10.
Looks like that was a little bit of a screen going there. Christian Reyes and Joel Bellows. Christian Reyes is a 10th grader, and Joel Bellows is a freshman. Who's 5'9" and 140 pounds. But unfortunately, it went over Bellows' head and into Reyes, but he couldn't make the pass a complete pass.
5:45 left in the first quarter. Hornets leading 7-0. Costa in shotgun formation with Martin to his right. And Reese Morris is the one who gets the ball, and he's taking it near side, and he has a big gain. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 13-yard rush by Reese Morris.
That was a good play right there. Reese Morris was able to take it upfield, get some yardage on that. There was actually an open pocket. If he would have went left, he could have made it upfield, but unfortunately he didn't see that. So we'll see how this play right here goes. It's first down, 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes.
Buffalo's already a third of their way on first downs this evening, as they already have 2 compared to last week's of 6. Here comes Acosta with Morris to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Morris once again, but Morris is quickly trampled by several Hornet defenders. Awesome. 3 yards, sorry about that. Setting up 2nd and 13.
Hornets defense is looking pretty sharp tonight, as they've been stopping the ball very quickly and very accurately. Buffaloes have not been able to get downfield at all tonight. We'll see what happens through the game, and if the Hornets start trailing in their defense.
2nd and 12 now. Buffalo's at their own 38-yard line. Acosta and Morris in the backfield. Acosta's going to take the snap, fake it to Morris. Acosta's getting pressured. He's going to step back up into the pocket, but then he is sacked by, it looks like, number 25. Cooper Holloway. And it's going to set up a 3rd and 15.
Carlos Acosta, that was his 4th sack of this season. Hasn't had a very successful start of the season so far. When they played against Derby, he had 3 picks and a couple completions. But I don't know. He just isn't clicking. Our team is very young. We have a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores, very little seniors.
3rd and 15. Carlos motioning Reyes, as it's going to be a fake to Reyes. Once again pressured, he's going to fire pass to Morris, incomplete. Costa was nailed hard on that play. Another 4th and long, going to set up a punting situation, as the offense is unsuccessfl once again.
Yeah, the offense has not moved field. They've gained about 10 yards this play and 1 first down, but other than that, we've been stopped very quickly, and our offensive line really needs to hold, because there's been 2 occasions where the defensive line for Valley Center was able to get in there and sack him.
4:08 left to go in this first quarter, as Morris is going to be the punter. He's going to kick it deep with the wind. He's going to kick it over the head of Wilson as it takes a friendly roll, and Wilson's going to return at the 1-yard line instead of letting it go back into the end zone. and he's able to take it far side and get a few blocks, and it looks like he's going to get hold of the green grass all ahead of him, and he's going to be at the 20-yard line to 10, a 99-yard punt return touchdown, and now it's 13-0 Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, the Buffalo's special teams and their offense has not been coordinating quite this game. I mean, it's already, the offensive line just went into review that turn, and now they're getting ready to get back on the field. So the Buffaloes really need to start stopping these punt returns. And
I was thinking when Wilson was catching about the 1 yard, I was thinking, what is this guy doing? I mean, he could have a touchback, but he knew what he was doing. He was going to take it all the way around and run it in himself. 99 yards. Sharp was going to be the kicker with Hardin the holder, looking for his second PA attempt, and it is blocked by Crone. The whistle and play dead. It's only going to be 13-0 with 3:46 to go in this first quarter.
Number 70 who played that special teams. Don't you think that was kind of weird? Garrett Wells as the center for the Buffaloes is playing special teams?
Yeah, but right now the special teams is struggling, so they're going to have to work with whatever they're...
Yeah, as the punt return moved up to the 25, Garrett Wells went for the tackle, but had unfortunately missed off a snug up the jersey. I thought the Buffaloes were going to push him out of bounds. He was on that line for quite a while, but their special teams was able to stop the Buffaloes very, very far back. So that also gave an effect into the Hornets punt return there. Punt return there.
Hornets with all the momentum through 9 minutes of this first quarter. 3:46 left to go. And the Buffaloes have only scored once this season on offense. They're going to look to change that with this next drive and try to stop this Hornet momentum.
Punt returners for Garden City is Lane Durst, Reese Morris, and Caleb LaPointe.
Two special team the one turnover at the very beginning. The two special team mistakes is the one fumble by our kick return team, and then our punting unit gave up the 99-yard touchdown. Here comes Sharp. He's going to kick the ball off at the 40. Here he goes, kicks the ball into the wind. It is going to be returned by Morse at the 15-yard line. Morse is going to take it upfield, and he's going to look to get some blockers, and he has a good return, taken down at the 39-yard line. Let's see if that gets some momentum for the Buffaloes to see if they can punch one in the end zone.
Yep, obviously these last two turns for the Buffaloes on offense have not been successful in taking the ball downfield. There has not been any pickoffs yet, but we'll see how that comes in the progression of our offense tonight. 3:41 left in the quarter, first and 10. 13, Buffalo's trailing 13.
Arana back with Acosta as he's on his right hip in shotgun formation. Three receivers to Acosta's right. He's going to take the snap, give it to Arana, who takes it far side, looks to get around multiple Valley Center defenders, and gets a gain of around 3 yards.
Our wide receivers for this game for this quarter is Ty Davis and Christian Reyes.
It was a gain of 4, setting up 2nd and 6 at their own 43-yard line.
It seems like Carlos has been a little more successful in the running game of this quarter here. The passing has been okay, but it hasn't been to the potential that it can be, as the Hornets have been able to stop this ball very quickly throughout this quarter.
2nd and 6, 43-yard line at the Buffalo's own 43. Acosta in shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going to fire an out route to Ty Davis, and it's going to be good enough for a gain of around 3 yards, setting up 3rd and about 4 yards away.
Our center for this this offense right here is Refugio Chavez, and he has been snapping some very high snaps for Carlos. Has barely gotten that ball. That's something that we really need to work on. Lane Durst was substituted out of this game, or out of this quarter. 3:20 left on the clock as it is running.
First time of the night, Acosta's under the center with 3 backs behind him. He's going to hand it off, and that's going to be good enough for first down. And it was given to Reese Morris, definitely a power force running back as he pushes his way for an 11-yard gain into Hornets territory.
Reese Moore seems to be an all-around player on our roster. He is a running back and linebacker, but he has also been punting the ball for us. He's kind of a little bit of a powerhouse, but I feel like we need to start giving him the ball a little bit more, moving it around downfield.
Costa now, the ball at the Hornets territory, first 10 at the 44. He's going to give the ball to Arana, who's more of the speed guy. Gets a gain of around 3 yards, setting up 2nd and 7.
See, the Buffaloes have been running this whole quarter here, and it looks like it's going into their favor as they are now on Hornets territory on the 49-yard line.
Yes, they have once again. I think this is their 2nd trip into Hornets territory, but they were unsuccessful last drive. Here comes Acosta in pistol formation with Arana behind him. He's going to take the snap. He's going to once again hand it off to Arana, who cuts it up the field to the left side. Another first down run. He gets tackled at the 30-yard line. The Buffaloes are slowly making their way down the field.
Yeah, that was a great play right there, handing it off to Arana. Arana was able to make it up the field, shake off some guys, and the defensive lineman who was able to take him down. Arana's, kept moving a little bit and got a couple yards off of that.
2:22 left to go in the first quarter. Acosta pistol formation. He's going to take the snap, give it once again to Arana, who takes it up the middle of the field. Another productive run of 4 yards, setting up 2nd and 6 as they're nearing the red zone for the first time this evening.
2:05 left on the clock. Hornets 13, Buffalo 0. The Carlos Acosta has been favoring A.V. Arana in this quarter so far for the running plays. The Buffaloes have not had a single passing play so far in this half.
Here comes Acosta with now Morse behind him as they give it to Morse, and he tries to push his way through the D-line of the Hornets, but he's unsuccessful, setting up 3rd and 5. And Arana was just taken out to give him a quick breather.
125 left on the clock, 3rd and 5. Let's see if the Buffaloes can get these 5 yards to get that first down. That would tremendously help us into getting into the Hornets territory for a Buffalo's touchdown.
Here we go. Shotgun formation with Acosta. Morse to his right side. 3 receivers on his right side. Acosta's going to fire one to Lane Durst. Good enough for the first down at around the 19-yard line. And they're finally into the red zone and looking to turn around this game as they trail 13-0.
That is the 2nd time Lane Durst has been thrown to this quarter, and he was unsuccessful for his first one and very successful for the second one. Was able to make a couple yards on that play while running.
1:05 in this first quarter. Costa in pistol formation. 2 receivers on his right, 1 to his left. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Morris, makes a good move, and he looks like he's going to run his way into the end zone for his first rush touchdown of the season. The Buffaloes are on the board with a minute left to go in this first quarter.
That was a great play by Carlos and Reese, who's kind of, he is that powerhouse of the offensive right now. 6-13. We'll see if our kicker, Miguel, can get us that extra point here to make it 7-13.
He was unsuccessful at Derby as he missed his only one of the year. Let's see if he can get this. But right now it looks like the Buffaloes might be going for 2.
Yeah, they might look. Yeah, it looks like it.
This is quite an odd formation as Acosta is going to get the snap, and it's a bad snap. He's going to try to run his way to the right side. He's looking for a receiver, and he's looking for Ty in the corner of the end zone. It'll be good. And it's good. An amazing toe-tapping catch from Ty Davis. Now the score is 13-8.
Eric Wells was the center of this 2-point conversion, and it was a very high snap. And Carlos was obviously very quickly in that recovery, was able to pick up the ball, roll to the right, and throw it to Ty Davis. Ty Davis had a very, very great touchdown. He had 2 feet in the end zone and half of his body on the outside, out of bounds, but if your feet are in the end zone, that counts as a touchdown. But that was a very good play by the Buffaloes to get them their first 2-point conversion of the season.
Buffaloes now only trail by 5 with a minute left to go in this first quarter. Ty Davis does have the only other touchdown of the season, as he was the one who caught a receiving touchdown last week, and now Reese Morris, that last drive, had a great run into the end zone for his first one of the year. And kicking it will be Miguel Ramos. at the 40-yard line, and now it's up to the Buffalo defense to see if they can get a stop and maybe take the lead if they can get their offense back onto the field.
Covering the ball for the special teams is Lane Hightower. He is a senior for 6'2", 161 pounds.
Lane Hightower, Larry Wilson are all back returning as Ramos kicks this ball, and it's going to go to Hightower, who returns it from the 15-yard line, and he gets tripped up from his own teammate, and he's tripped up at the 28-yard line, 56 seconds to go.
Miguel made his first appearance of the night. Miguel Ramos is a junior who is 5'7", 165 pounds. He's a wide receiver and the kicker for our team. That was a pretty good kick in my opinion. Was able to get it downfield and make his appearance for the first time in this game.
Schrader so far has been the only quarterback that Valley Center has used this evening. And so far he's been successful. He had the huge touchdown pass to their big man, Zach Williams, who's 6'5". Here's Schrader under center with two tailbacks behind him, Pons and Wilson. He's calling out the play. He's going to take the ball. He's going to hand it off to Wilson, and he's quickly taken down by multiple Buffalo defenders for a 1-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 9.
One of those defensive line who was able to take him down was Reese Morris, as we had mentioned before. He is a very well-rounded player. You can basically throw him in any position and he'll play it. 30 seconds left to go as the clock is running.
This might be the final play of this first quarter. Hornets leading 13-8. Ball at their own 29-yard line, 2nd and 9. Schrader's going to fake off. He's going to pitch it out to Wilson, but he is wrapped up by Caleb LaPointe, and he is taken down for a big-time loss at around the 21-yard line. Loss of 8. LaPointe coming out of nowhere and knocking him back 8 yards.
Yeah, LaPointe was not able to make a successful takedown, but that is the end of the first quarter. Hornets 13, Buffaloes 8.
You're listening to KBFZ 101.7, watching it on Channel 21 and streaming live on YouTube. I'm Austin Underwood alongside Spencer Turtine. We'll be right back.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Welcome back, folks, to the start of the second quarter. I'm Austin Underwood, your play-by-play man.
I'm Spencer Turtine.
And the teams have switched sides. Now the Hornets are going to have the wind on their side, so see if they can make a few more passes. That's what Garden did. They were able to be successful in the passing game, but also in the running game. It's going to be 3rd and 16 at their own 22-yard line after a big-time tackle from Caleb LaPointe on Larry Wilson. Schrader's all by himself as he's motioning his receiver to help him out. He's going to fire a screen pass, and the Buffaloes are all over that. Another big-time loss, and it's going to be 4th and long. They're going to punt it away, and the Buffaloes are going to look to see if they can come down the field and try to score another touchdown.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. The Hornets had 2 receivers on this left end right here, so we had a cornerback of Kobe Aker and Ty Davis. 11:40 left to go, and Hornets 13, Buffaloes 8.
Zach Williams is the punter. Lane Durst is the return man. He's sitting back at around the his own 45-yard line. The wind will help Zach Williams punt, although he's backed up at their own 17-yard line. So let's see how far he can kick this one. He's going to take that snap. He's going to kick it. And this kick is a high kick. Lane Durst is not going to return it, but it gets a very friendly bounce for the Hornets. and it's going to be downed at the 33-yard line. The Buffaloes are going to have to start in their own territory to see if they can punch one in the end zone.
Let's see what the Buffaloes can do this quarter. Obviously, they came off with a pretty strong, they scored. So they came off that first quarter with a touchdown. So we'll see if they can stop the Hornets, see if their defense is successful during this this half. And there's 11:09 left on the clock.
13-8, Hornets are leading the Buffaloes as they're looking to get a play from the offense. And Arana is in with Acosta in the backfield. 3 receivers to Acosta's right side. Martin's being motioned. Acosta's going to take the snap in shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Arana, who takes it near side, cuts back upfield, and is pounded by several defenders. The flag is thrown. I believe it'll be on Valley Center for maybe a face mask.
Yep. Our center for the Buffaloes is Garrick Wells. He is a 10th grader. He is 300 pounds. He's a big boy, 6 foot even. Him and Fuji have been kind of switching on and off of center. Garrick has been a little more successful in snapping that ball, not getting it so high. But we'll see how this play goes. We'll see what the play call is.
Illegal block, get in the back, on the offense.
It's actually an illegal block in the back on the offense. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from where the spot of the foul was. So we'll see where the referees mark this ball, and they're going to mark it at the 20.5-yard line, and it's going to be a first and looks like 20 for the Garden City Buffaloes with 11 minutes to go in this half.
Valley Center's main defensive back is number 75. Yeah, 75.
Here comes Acosta in pistol formation with Arana behind him. He's going to hand it off to Arana. He's taking up the field. He's going to be tackled at the 26-yard line. Gain of around 2 yards, setting up another 2nd and long.
Sorry, number 85, Zach Williams, who is a senior wide receiver and defensive back, 162 pounds, and he is 6'5". So the Hornets definitely have a bigger advantage, height-wise, weight-wise, they're a little bit bigger than the Buffaloes.
And Zach Williams was the one who caught that 89-yard pass touchdown and took it to the house. And now Acosta is going to take the snap. He's going to fake it to Arana. He's going to almost elude the defender, but once again, it's number 25 Cooper Holdaway, and that's his 2nd sack of the game, setting up a 3rd and long. The Buffaloes lineman once again allowing another sack.
That is the 3rd sack of tonight. Our offensive line on these passes definitely need to hold them a lot longer. It seems like they're more successful in the running plays, so they need to take that persona and put it into the passing plays as well.
It's going to be a long 3rd down for the Buffaloes. 9:45 left to go, trailing by 5. They're at their own 18-yard line, and it's a 3rd and 24. Acosta and Arana are in the backfield. 2 receivers to Acosta's right. Ty Davis on his left side. Pistol formation. Acosta is going to take the snap. He's going to look to fire one to Davis, a high pass, and Davis is able to catch it. A big-time completion, good enough for the first down. Taken down at the 49-yard line. It looks like the defender, number 24, Leighton Lewis, is a little ticked off. Ty Davis might have gotten a little push-off to get that ball, but the refs didn't see it, and it's a 1st down with 9:20 to go.
Ty Davis has made some very successful plays this quarter. These 2 halves of the football game.
Here we go, Acosta in pistol formation. Once again, looking for Ty Davis, and he's going to fire the same pass to Ty. Ty's going to try to catch it, but this time he's unsuccessful. And
looks like there's a little bit of between Zach Williams and Ty Davis. There's a little bit of interference, kind of getting into each other, pushing and shoving. We'll see if they make any changes receiver-wise.
Ty Davis does like to get into opponents' heads.
Yeah, so. Ty Davis is a wide receiver. He is a senior, 6'3", and 205 pounds. He also plays defensive back.
Yeah, so now it's going to be a 2nd and 10 at their own 49-yard line after a huge 3rd down pass from Acosta to Davis.
Looks like they do switch the receivers from Lane and Ty here.
Here comes Acosta, pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to Arana. He's going to get a nice gain of around a good 6 yards. Going to set up a 3rd and manageable.
Arana has made a very great, he's made a very successful running game for the Buffaloes on these 2 quarters. Quarter and a half. 8:51 to go on the clock. Avy has made some very, very big rushing yard plays so far.
Morris now in for Arana. And Reese Morris has also been successful with the only Buffalo touchdown this evening. Acosta and Morris are in the backfield, shotgun formation. 3rd and 4, Acosta is going to take the snap and he's going to keep it himself, but it's going to be unsuccessful, setting up a 4th and 4. We'll see what the Buffaloes do. They are in Hornets territory, but definitely not in field goal range.
Yeah, definitely not. Looks like we are on the 45-yard line.
And there's going to be a timeout. Let's see who the timeout is for. And it's for Garden. That's going to be their first timeout this half. And you're listening to KBFZ 101.7, watching on Channel 21 on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Welcome back. 8:09 left to go in this first half. Buffalo's trailing 13-8 against the Valley Center Hornets. It's going to be a 4th down situation for the Buffaloes as they are going to go for it, and I don't see why not. They are in Valley Center territory.
Yeah, let's see if Garrett Wells can be successful in this snap. He is snapping to number 4. Number 4, Carlos. Never mind.
Acosta in shotgun formation as he motions Reyes. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out to the right side. Morse is going to block for him. He's going to hit Lane Durst, but Lane Durst is smashed. And he's going to be taken down for no gain. It's going to be Valley Center ball.
The Hornets are very happy with that play. I'm sorry, Carlos Costa is number 4. They were just doing a weird formation there for a second. Hornets are very, very happy about that play, but making the stop. Lane Durst did not look too happy about that, but there's nothing he could do about that.
Valley Center with a key stop as 8 minutes left to go in this first half. Buffaloes were just coming off a touchdown and then stopping them, and they had a chance to maybe get the lead themselves, but they were unsuccessful on that 4th down. The Hornets are going to have the ball at their own 44-yard line as Schrader's discussing the play with his teammates.
The offensive line goes in to review those plays. Cody Burnback, who is a head coach of the freshman team, is going in to review with them.
Here comes Schrader. He's going to fire a screen pass to Wilson, but it is incomplete, and they are arguing that it was thrown behind him, which would have been not a pass, but a lateral, which would have been good for a fumble.
Yeah.
But the ref said it was thrown in front and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now with 8 minutes to go in this first half.
Hornets 13, Buffalo 8. Let's see if the defense from Buffalo can stop them from getting this touchdown. If they score this touchdown, that is going to be very vital to this game, and we need to try and stop them before the half ends.
Yeah, and that's right, because the Buffaloes were the ones who got the ball first, but they wasted that possession off a muffed kick return. Schrader, all alone, takes the snap, looking to fire one deep, and he's going to try to hit Zach Williams, and he hits him for a big-time gain, taken down at the 25-yard line. Once again, Schrader finds Williams for another big-time pass as Hornets enter Buffalo territory.
Carlos Acosta was on the field for that. He had made the tackle, but that was a very big gain for the Hornets. Hopefully, they don't get any more. We can stop the ball here. It's 1st and 10, 7:56 to go. The Buffalo's defense hasn't been very successful tonight.
Now, Acosta last year, before he was quarterback this year, was a very successful cornerback, but now he's out of the game. Schrader's going to hand off the ball to Wilson, and he's going to get a great gain of 10 yards near the first down marker. I think they're going to mark him just shy, but now they are in the red zone and threatening to score once again.
Buffalo's making some substitutions. Tyrell Elliott, who is a freshman, is coming off the field, is being substituted for Anthony Gutierrez, who is a sophomore.
Hornets very successful so far in the passing game. That wasn't the case last week. Here we go, pistol formation for Schrader with Wilson behind him. He hands it off to Wilson. Wilson's going to get the first down and more as he cruises into the end zone. And the Hornets now lead 19-8 with 7:09 left to go in this second quarter.
Kobe Aker went for the tackle. He is a sophomore for the Buffaloes. Went for that tackle and was just shy of it. Was able to shake him off, and Kobe is not very happy with this play. Carlos Acosta is going back in for the specials team as the Hornets try and make this extra point attempt right here.
So far they are 1 for 2 on the evening on extra points. Hunter Sharp got his second extra point blocked as it's 19-8. Here comes the snap. Harden with the hold. This ball is right through the uprights, 20-8 with 7:09 to go in this first half.
Yeah, 7:09. The Buffaloes have recovered from games like this in previous years. We'll see if they're able to come back like they have. One of the very successful wide receivers for this game is Ty Davis. Ty Davis is a senior this year. He is number 11. He is 6'3", 205 pounds. Last game when they played Derby, he was the only one to score a touchdown. Last year in the previous season for Buffalo's football, Ty Davis was really just a tank. It seemed like you could always throw that ball to him and he would catch it no matter what. He definitely made some pretty big plays last year. Let's see if he can do the same for this season for football. Ty is also being introduced to a new quarterback, Carlos Acosta, so that kind of throws some things into play. 2-year quarterback Garrett Dahl had left, and he is graduated a freshman in college. So the receivers got to get kind of both older, so they got to get used to this new quarterback and his play style.
And the Buffaloes, this is going to be a crucial drive for them because Hornets are going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half, so they're going to try not to get too far behind, trailing by 12, 28. Here comes Sharp and his kick with the wind on his side as he kicks it deep. Morse is going to return it at the 5-yard line. He's going to try to take it upfield. He looks to go far side, trying to get another block, but he's taken down at the 30-yard line. Buffaloes are going to have to go 70 yards to see if they can cut this lead.
Reese Moore has definitely been a favorite in receiving and punt returning. And we'll see what he can do in these upcoming plays. Buffalo's offense is coming out to the field right now as the center is going to be number 70, Garrick Wells.
As the Buffaloes are getting their play, Costa's alongside with Arana. Lane Durst and Christian Reyes are to Costa's left side. Davis is on his right side. Pistol formation. Costa's motioning Arana to his right hip. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Arana. But he's taken down by a couple defenders for a gain of 2 yards, setting up 2nd and 8.
Arana is also been, he wrestled his freshman year, and he is now on the up-and-coming swim team. This will be the 2nd season in, so he's been around in different sports. He does track and field as well for pole vault for the Buffaloes. He's one of those guys, you can get your biggest defensive line on him, and he just pushes through consistently, no matter what you throw at him.
2nd and 7, Buffalo at their own 34-yard line. Costa's motioning Arana. He's going to fire a screen pass to him, but it goes right through Arana's hand, setting up 3rd and 7. And there's a flag on the play, and it looks like it was between maybe a scuffle between two players. We'll see.
Our two wide receivers for this play was Kobe Aker and Christian Reyes is on the field. We'll see what the Buffaloes could do. We'll see what the flag is going to be called here in a couple seconds. Refs are reviewing at this moment.
Let's see what they call. It might potentially be a 2-sided foul.
Holding
on the offense.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
And actually it's just on the offense, and they're going in the wrong direction, setting up another 2nd and long. 6:20 to go in this first half. Buffalo's in need of a score.
Coach Scott on the Hornet side must be pretty pleased with his offense and defense performance tonight, as they've been able to stop the Buffaloes defensive-wise and hold back, scoring those touchdowns on the offensive side.
Yeah, they must be thrilled, especially when you get shut out last week. So let's see what.
Yeah.
Here we go now with Acosta and Arana to his right hip. He's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Arana, and he is taken down by number 38, Blake Holt. A 3-yard loss, setting up a 3rd and long. Not looking good for the Buffaloes.
No, it's not. And the Hornets seem to be getting a little cocky as we get into this ending this half. 6 minutes left on the clock. They're headbutting each other in the middle of the Buffaloes huddle, getting up from the play. So we'll see how the Buffaloes react to this. AV did not look too happy when they were doing that on their territory.
3rd and 22. They were successful on the 3rd and 24 last drive. Let's see if they can be successful here. Costa's going to be safe, and they're going to hand it off to Morse. Morse tries to hurdle a guy. He's taken down at the 29-yard line. And I'm guessing the punting unit, and indeed they are coming out, and it's going to the Hornets, and they're going to look to score once again to increase this lead.
5:25 left on the clock. I mentioned it before in this broadcast, but our centers seriously need to get it under control with this high snapping, as Carlos just received another high snap. The high snap, that's not going to be good going in later into these halves here.
Larry Wilson with 2 scores on the evening, a punt return and a rushing touchdown. He's going to be back there. Let's see if he can be successful again. Here's a boot from Reese. It's going to be a low line drive punt. Wilson's going to take it at his own 35-yard line. He's going to get to the outside once again. He's going to get a couple of blocks. He's going to get another block, and it looks like he's going to once again get to the end zone at the 5, and he's into the end zone. His 2nd punt return touchdown this evening. A 65-yarder, and that's another costly mistake by the Buffaloes.
Yeah, this Williams seems to really be knowing what the Buffaloes are going to do. It almost seems like he can predict it. Jacob Sims was not able to stop that. He did not look very happy. Something fell off of his helmet when that play went on, and it's still laying on the field right now. It's 8:26, Hornets leading. The Buffaloes seriously need to kick it into high gear as we go into the 3rd quarter. Second half of the game.
And just wait, it will not be a touchdown, fortunately, for the Buffaloes. There was I believe, an illegal block in the back from the spot of the ball. So let's see where they're going to be set up. That is fortunate for the Buffaloes, and that negates Wilson's 2nd punt return touchdown this evening. That's a little disappointing for him, but let's see. It appears they're going to have the ball at all the way back at their own 38-yard line.
The Buffalo crowd really seemed to be relieved that they did not score that touchdown. The score is back down to 20. Hornets, Buffaloes 8, as we go 1 and 10 with 4:42 left on the clock.
This is going to be 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line, and let's see what the Hornets have up their sleeves this drive.
One thing I'm very curious about in the Hornets is do they have any trick plays that they're getting ready to play into the Buffaloes.
It's going to be Schrader and Wilson behind him. He's motioning his receiver to his right side. He's going to fire it to that guy, but it's incomplete. And the man who he tried to catch was Carrillo. And a late hit. Hornets fans are not happy with that. And they're actually going to call it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be positive yards for the Hornets. And they're going to, looks like right now that the Buffaloes are starting to get a little bit of frustration, some frustration here.
Unfortunately, when the play was incomplete, Kobe Aker, and I was not able to identify the other guy, they weren't aggressive with it, but they did bring him down, even though they knew this play was incomplete. That unfortunately cost the Buffaloes right now, and Aker and the other guy did not seem too happy with that call. Well, they don't seem too happy with themselves. It's costing the Buffaloes. And the Hornets to gain some yardage here.
That's a costly penalty, as now the Hornets are at the 50-yard line with 1st down. Schrader and Wilson in the backfield. Williams to his left side already has a touchdown this evening. Here comes Schrader motioning Carrillo to his left side, but there's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Ref called it. It looks like it's going to be on.
False start.
Yeah, false start on the offense. Like I thought I saw the center move, and they called it, so it may have been on him, but I'm not for sure on that. It doesn't seem like that this these last couple of plays we made very. We haven't made any good plays. The Hornets win for the touchdown, wasn't called. Got 2 flags. We got some Buffaloes messing up here.
Buffaloes are being a little helped out by the referees. Here comes the snap. Schrader's going to give it to Wilson. Spins off a couple defenders, takes it to the left side, but it doesn't matter. Morse is there, but another penalty. The penalty flag just keeps coming out of these refs.
Reese Moore was the one to take down Williams on this play. Like I said a couple seconds ago, we had just been flag after flag after flag. Sorry, that was Wilson, not Williams. Sorry, Wilson was taken down by Morse. But we'll see what this call is for. There hasn't really been sportsmanlike conduct for the Buffaloes and the Hornets. They've been getting to each other's heads. They've been pushing and shoving and taking down when they know the play is incomplete. So we'll see if this progresses through the game.
Illegal block in the back by the offense. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, so they're going to go backwards. This is the first meeting between Valley Center and Garden, but already some flares have been going on right now. So 4:32 left to go in this first half. Hornets leading 20-8. It's going to be a first and very, very long, apparently. It looks like 20 yards.
Hopefully we can get some, or the Buffaloes can stop the Hornets from moving 4:24 on the clock.
It's a 1st and 30 at their own 30-yard line. Empty backfield. Schrader looking to fire. His man Zach Williams, who is able to catch it and pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 13-yard gain there.
The Buffaloes are not able to take him down at the start. Obviously, the Hornets are looking for the quick yardage as they are, they are very far back. They're going to be possibly doing quick throw, just to get up to that first down. It is now 2nd and 18 on 4:13 left in the quarter.
So Schrader's going to have the ball at 2nd and long at their own 42-yard line. That was a 12-yard pass. Schrader rolls to his left side. He's going to be sacked by Ethan Crone. Big time sack from Ethan Crone there.
That is the 2nd sack for Ethan Crone in this season. He had sacked the quarterback in Derby in the 3rd quarter. That must feel really good for Ethan. He is the only one to hold sacks this season in these last 2 games.
And that's going to be 3rd and now. It's going to be 3rd and 24 for the Hornets with 4:09. Remember, this drive might have not happened if it weren't for that illegal block on that punt return. So the Hornets have a 12-point lead, 20-8.
This drive has been back and forth, losing yardage, gaining yardage, flag. So
see what they can do here. Schrader's going to take the snap. He's going to be once again sacked by 2 guys, by Ethan Crone and number 32. Sorry, Jacob Sims.
Jacob Sims was his first sack of his high school career. He did. This is his first year on the varsity team. Sorry, this was his first sack on the varsity team this year. I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, the Buffaloes were able to get in. The Hornets offense was not stopping that very quickly. The Buffaloes do call a timeout. So this is Buffalo Broadcasting. We'll be right back.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis. Here in Western Kansas.
Buffalo Stadium, 4:02 left to go in this first half. Hornets lead 20-8. Both teams 0-1, looking for their first win. Hornets right now with the momentum, but they're going to have to punt it as it's 4th and 34 after a drive filled with multiple penalties. Williams is going to be the punter, and it's going to be Lane Durst all the way back at his own 40.
Yeah, this drive has not been very successful for the Hornets as they've been getting penalties, losing yardage, gaining yardage, and losing yardage again.
Student section chanting, block that kick. The kick is not blocked. Williams kicks it deep. Lane Durst is going to return it. He's going to get around the defender. He's going to take it near side. He's going to get it to the 50-yard line. He's going to be brought down at around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, that was pretty good by Avey. That was an up-and-coming Hornet coming right for him, and Lane Durst did not seem phased about him coming up. And Lane Durst ran to the left and was able to get around him. One of the Buffaloes was able to hang on to him, though, and get some yardage for Lane Durst, as he was able to block the incoming Hornet going for Lane Durst.
He's actually taken down at the 45-yard line. Buffaloes are in Hornet territory, trailing by 12. They need a score here. See if they can cut the lead in half. Once again, the refs blow the whistle. There appears to be
some helmet issues for the Hornet side, number 64, which would be Garrett Cafe. He is a sophomore for the Hornets. He's 5'11". He's an offensive line and defensive line, 291 pounds.
Acosta is going to take the snap with Morse to his left hip. He's going to hand it off to Morse. Morse is going to cut back up the field. He's going to be bowling his way through the Hornets defense, and
that's on the play. Looks like there's some, sorry, lost my wording, but there's some interference with the Hornets and the Buffaloes. They're really starting to get at each other, getting frustrated with each other, starting to throw some shoves, not keeping their tempers under control. Let's see what the call is here.
I believe it's going to probably be on the Hornets for maybe a late hit. But Morse, that was a great run by Morse. He went through 3 or 4 Valley Center defenders, spinning off a couple. It's a dead ball foul, personal foul. A late hit on the defense. That's going to be a good thing for the Buffaloes, as it's going to set them up into the red zone at the 20-yard line, and costly penalty for the Hornets.
3:44 left to go in the second quarter. This is the 8th penalty against the Buffaloes from the Hornets. The Hornets really need to get this under control. The Buffaloes only have 4 penalties on the Hornets. So, there's a 4 flag change here. So, Buffaloes are getting out of huddle, getting into formation. Let's see what they can do here.
The student section chanting, "We want 6." Let's see if they can do it. 1st and 10 at their own, or in the Hornet territory. Costa hands it off to Morse, and Morse goes all the way far side into the end zone. His 2nd rushing touchdown this evening.
That was a successful Buffalo touchdown. The student section is going quite wild here as they got that 6th like they were chanting for. Again, though, the Buffaloes had a high snap. Carlos Acosta was able to grab that ball, get it down, and throw it hand it off quickly. This was Reese Moore's 2nd touchdown of the night, and it's Hornets 20, Buffaloes 14. Let's see if they go for the 2-point here.
And they're going to elect to go for the pat attempt. Acosta is going to be the holder with Ramos, the kicker. He is 0 for 1 this season. Let's see if he can make this one, as this is his first one this evening, and it's a muff snap. Acosta's going to get up. No, he's not. He's going to be tackled. Poor snap. Acosta was unable to get the ball down, so that is now 0 for 2, unfortunately, for Miguel Ramos. And the Buffaloes now trail 20-14 with 3:39 left to go in this first half.
These last couple of drives have been very crazy. Flag after flag, penalties. Just moving. They're not moving the ball around. I guess what I'm saying is the Hornets. They gain yardage, they lost yardage, they gain yardage, get a flag thrown, and the Buffaloes are getting a little frustrated. And as the Hornets, like I said earlier, they were getting a little cocky, and I think that's the Buffaloes are starting to pick up on it.
And now, with the Buffaloes trailing by 6, they're going to make sure they're going to try their best. They need to limit the Hornets from scoring here, because the Hornets are going to get the ball first. And let's see what they do. Ramos is going to be the kickoff man.
Unfortunately for Miguel Ramos, he has not been able to get. He's 0-2 in his extra point attempts. One of them he was not able to complete, and the second one was not able to get the snap off successfully.
3:39 to go in this second quarter. 20-14, Hornets leading. Ramos setting up the ball. Let's see how the Buffaloes defense respond here. Here comes Ramos. He's going to kick it, a squib kick. He's going to be touched by number 11, and it's going to be, the ball's going to be put out, or go out of bounds at the 24-yard line, and the Hornets are going to look to score once again.
This is Miguel's first year into football. He was actually he's a junior. He is 5'7", 165 pounds. These freshman and sophomore year, he has played soccer and football going at the same time. His punts have not been very successful as he's had some factors that he's had to deal with. But hopefully later in this game he can make his first successful, if the Buffaloes can score, again make a first successful extra point attempt.
Schrader in pistol formation with Wilson behind him. He's going to take the ball and he's going to hand it off to Wilson, who looks to take it up far side. But Buffalo defenders are all over that, and it's going to be no gain, setting up a 2nd and long with 3:27 to go in this first half.
Drew Tone is the athletic director for the Buffaloes, and he seems to just be eyeing the team, kind of focusing on what's happening, just really looking to see what's going to go on. As the head coach, Brian Hill, did his last 2 touchdowns, he was very happy, but he has also been quite upset about the Buffaloes not being successful in their defense.
Here comes Schrader. He's going to hand it off to Wilson. Wilson dances, gets outside the pocket, and he's going to be taken down at the far sideline around the 32-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 4. And for Buffaloes are fortunate. If it wasn't for that one penalty, they would have been down 26, potentially 27 to 8. Instead, it's only a 6-point game, being 20 to 14.
Yeah, clock is running. 2:30 on the clock. Buffalo's 14, Hornets 23 and 2. I have a feeling that the Hornets are going to run this ball. I don't see them passing for this. They only need those 2 yards to get that first down, so I don't see them going for that pass. They're probably just going to go for the run. Maybe even the quarterback runs. Who knows?
Wilson, their running back, has a punt return touchdown and a rushing touchdown. 2 running backs are behind him. It's going to be an option, but somehow Schrader is able to elude all the Buffalo defenders as he breaks a few tackles, gets a first down, taken down at the 44-yard line. The pitch option wasn't there, but he was able to do something and shake off tacklers.
Yeah, he was shaking off the Buffaloes quite good. Taken down by Dylan Sims, number 40. He's a wide receiver and defensive end. He's 5'11", a junior, 200 pounds.
That's unfortunate for the Buffaloes. They had that play sniffed out, but unfortunately, Schrader made a terrific play.
Schrader was able to utilize the play and see that he needed to go right.
2 backs behind Schrader. He's going to take the snap. He's pressured by Dylan Sims, and he gets another sack.
Dylan Sims, his first sack of the season, and he is very happy as he's jumping around in the field with his teammates. That's got to be frustrating for the Hornets as they just made a pretty big gain, and they just lost some yards on the play. Number 42 is coming out. 42 is Jacob Parton. He is a senior for the Buffaloes. He's 6'2" and 205 pounds. He is a running back in the defensive line.
And that was a big-time sack, a 9-yard sack, pushing Hornets back at their own 34-yard line. 2nd and 19 with 1:13 to go in this first half. Schrader in pistol formation. He's going to fake it. He's going to throw a screen pass to Carrillo, who takes it near side, breaks a few tackles, but is wrapped up by Jarmer, taken down at the 49-yard line, setting up a 3rd and manageable with 55 seconds left to go.
Number 20. Elias Mihai is a wide receiver and a defensive back, 5'7", was not able to get a successful tackle.
Schrader calling the offense, getting in the hurry-up offense with time quickly running out. Schrader looking to pass. He's going to fire a screen pass to Larry Wilson, who takes it up the near side, is taken down by Morse and Aker with 33 seconds. He was pushed out of bounds. It is good enough for a first down. It was a 10-yard pass.
This is potentially the last play that the Hornets can make. Let's see if they can make a big one and get a possible touchdown. Hopefully that doesn't happen. The Buffaloes can stop the touchdown, but we'll see what happens. Wilson has been able to move very consistently up the field against the Buffaloes. Number 64 for the Buffaloes comes out. That is Tyrell Elliott. He is a freshman playing for the varsity team.
33 seconds. Hornets do have all 3 of their timeouts, so they can stretch this clock out as much as they want. Here comes Schrader all alone. He's going to fire a pass deep, and it's right through the hands of a Buffalo defender. I can't see the number. That is Caleb LaPointe.
You know, that was close. That was close. It could have been his Schrader's second pickoff of this season. You know, LaPointe just happened to barely miss that ball. I don't think he was expecting it to come this far left. Obviously, as the wide receiver Williams was running up the field right. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. See if they can get an interception here.
And there is a flag on the play. We'll see what that was. That obviously was Schrader's worst pass of the evening. He did have that 89-yard dime to Williams.
Yeah, Schrader did not look too happy or too pleased with his performance right there. The refs are reviewing right now, seeing what the play is called. Buffaloes are kind of just sitting, Hornets are sitting to see what the play is.
So we'll see how it's we'll see what this penalty is. It is a defensive pass interference, 15 yards from that spot of where it happened, and the Hornets are going to be at the Buffalo's 27-yard line with a fresh set of downs, and with 30 seconds left, that could prove costly. Buffaloes are just trying to limit the damage as much as possible, especially with the Hornets getting the ball at the beginning of the second half. Schrader motioning Wilson to his left side. Here comes the snap. He's going to look to that left side, but he's going to fire to a wide open Carrillo, and he catches it with one hand and walks into the end zone. Touchdown Hornets. A great catch by Carrillo, a great pass from Schrader, and now it's 26-14.
Carrillo obviously fumbled that ball around in his hands, but was able to bring down the ball and score for that touchdown. But that was a great play by Schrader and Carrillo there.
And after that penalty, it was appeared to be a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Touchdown. Buffalo's trailing 14. Buffalo's, Hornets 26, 25 seconds left to go on the clock.
So let's see if Sharp can be successful on this kick, and he is 27-14, 25 seconds remaining. Buffalo's trail now by two possession scores, and they are going to have to kick the ball at the beginning of the second half, so we'll see if the Buffaloes try to do anything.
Yeah, the Buffaloes have been trailing all game so far. We'll see if they're able in the second, and at halftime, to the locker room is like, hopefully they're able to turn it around for the third quarter and get a touchdown, possibly two.
Coach Reich is going to discuss what happened on that last possession with his defense. He is the defensive coordinator, and right now Buffaloes are going to have to look to regroup in this halftime, but Buffaloes are well coached, and they've proved in the past that they can come back from any lead. So
yes. The Buffaloes had an okay season last year playing against. They had some very big games, very, very close games, just like Liberal. They won by a point, and that was due to a wide open pass to David Ortega when Garrett Dahl was the quarterback. David Ortega was wide open in the end zone and was able to get the point successful for the Buffaloes last year.
Sharp is going to kick off with 25 seconds. But the own personal timeout from the ref, motioning to Crone to tie his shoe with 25 seconds left at Buffalo Stadium. Buffs are right now trailing by 13 and are not wanting to go 0-2 to start this year. Here comes the kickoff from Sharp as he places his hand up and he's going to run in, kick the ball. It's going to be a great kick, going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback with 25 seconds.
Garden City's state rank this year, or since this last game they lost it, is 60, with Valley Centers being 67. So the Buffaloes are only winning, they obviously got that lead because of that one touchdown that they had done against Derby. Starting to win is really picking up again. Sun's starting to fall. Stadium lights are shining on the field.
Just perfect Friday Night Live football.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what the Buffaloes have in store. Let's see if they can go 80 yards in 25 seconds, or let's see if they're going to be conservative here. If they're in shotgun formation, Costa is going to take the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going to fire one to Ty Davis, who catches it at the 25-yard line and pushes his way to the 28-yard line. And it's going to be a timeout, or there's a injured player on the field. I cannot catch that number, but it is a Valley Center Hornet player.
Valley Center Hornet at 64, Garrett Kraft. He is an offensive line, defensive line.
And I think that's going to be an injury timeout. So you're listening to KBFZ 101.7, watching it on channel 2100 on YouTube. I'm Austin Underwood alongside Spencer Turntine. We'll be right back.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money. Don't trust just anyone. Bring your vehicle to the experts at Lewis Automotive of Garden City.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line for the Buffaloes. 12 seconds running clock. This appears to be the last play of the first half. Down by 13. Casa fumbles the snap, picks it up himself. They're calling it a dead play.
That pass was intended for number 11, Ty Davis, as he went to the 50-yard line. Was not able to complete the pass as the F2 Hornet.
Wind is picking up. You can kind of hear it, and that is going. Let's see.
That's going to make the half of the band of the dance teams come out for the halftime performance. You're listening to KBFC 101.7, The Herd. We'll be right back.
Run, walk, remember. Don't miss the 11th annual Leave a Legacy 10K and Spirit 5K road races, October 6th in Garden City. Races begin at 8:30 at Heartland Cancer Center. This is one of the premier races in Southwest Kansas, with cash prizes for individuals and teams. And, backed by popular demand, Hearts Are Wild Casino Night. Runners, walkers, survivors, and family members.
We are going to go ahead and unmute the station for halftime performance by the cheerleaders.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Marching Stampede halftime performance. The Marching Stampede 2018 competition show is titled Nevermore. The show depicts selected works from Edgar Allan Poe through use of music from Alan Parsons Project. For this evening's preview performance, the band will perform the first two movements from their show, with music arranged by Dan Duffield and John Fogarty, and featuring junior trumpet soloist Ania Martinez. Please enjoy this sneak peek of your 2018 Marching Stampede presents Nevermore! Stampede. The Stampede is under the direction of Lyle Soba, Mackenzie Johnson, Olivia Henning, and Wyatt Smith. Color guard is instructed by Misty Baldwin and Tiffany Tipton. The drumline and front ensemble is under the direction of Mackenzie Johnson. Drum majors are Faye Cuetas, Taylor Pence, and Monica Aguilar. Thank you, and go Buffaloes! Fans, now I'd like to introduce the dance team. Dance team members include freshman Gracie Ralph, Jesse Stanley, sophomores Madison Dillian, Desiree Palacios, and J.C. Stewart. Juniors Lori Beth Claro, Ricardo Fuentes, and Jacinda Vargas. Seniors Jinde Claros, Min Hang, and Mackenzie Meshberger. The routine they'll be performing was choreographed by dance team members Jinde Claros, Mackenzie Meshberger, and Jacinda Vargas. And please welcome the Garden City High School Varsity Dance Team. The Garden City High School dance team. The dance team is under the direction of head coach Haley Walk and assistant coach Jordan Schoenberg. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is our 5th annual Military Appreciation Night, and the Sideliners Booster Club, the Garden City High School football team, And Garden City High School would like to give a special thanks to Don Hilly of our local VFW for helping us put together this wonderful evening of activities. And we also want to welcome some very special guests this evening. Now, if you'll direct your attention towards the middle of the field. Tonight we honor the great men and women of this community who have sacrificed so much to ensure that our great nation stays free. We owe a debt of gratitude to them and their families for their courage and sacrifice, and to all others who have paid the ultimate price for our country. Thank you for your service to honor, duty, and country. Your bravery and strength and character represents what America stands for. Our country and specifically our community are proud of you, and we are grateful for everything you have done and continue to do for our country. This nation will always remain the land of the free because it's the home of the brave. So please help me by proudly standing to say thank you to these brave men and women of our military services.
It sounded fine for our thing. Yeah. Well, I watched. We sound fine as soon as that helicopter fell.
It's Military Appreciation Night here at the Garden, where we thank the men and women who fought for us and our rights, including our right to vote. But did you know in the recent election, only 15.5% of Benton County exercised that right? In order to vote, you first need to register. And lucky for you, we have a table where in under 2 minutes you can be registered to vote. And you don't even need your ID. So come, take 2 minutes out of your 20-minute halftime and thank these men and women by registering.
Dude, I went over and saw the line. That's been like, never mind, not again. I got like just in time right before I got super busy. I'm trying to figure out who all scored. Well, Reese has 2 rushes, so only 2 touchdowns. No, yeah. It was time, remember? He had the 2 feet in the... That was a 2-point conversion. Oh, no. Reese had the 2 touchdowns. Valley Center had that 1 kind of pass. That one scored 3 points. We had 14. Okay. 8 and 6. We went for 2, and that was when Ty caught it, and then he missed. The only people who have scored is Reese. Well, and all together this season is Reese and Ty. Yeah. And then what else? That Larry Wilson? Yeah, Larry Wilson has a punt return. That's a 2 rushing touchdowns, right? No, actually, and lost.
Fans, it's time for the Tyson Foods activity schedule for the upcoming week here at Garden City High School. This Monday, September 10th, the Princeton volleyball team will be in action as they will be hosting a volleyball quadrangular here in Garden. First serve is scheduled for 4 p.m. The varsity junior varsity girls golf team will be hosting their tournament at Buffalo Dunes Golf Course. They're scheduled to tee off at 1 p.m. The girls junior varsity tennis team will be hosting a tournament right here on the courts of Garden. First serve is scheduled for 9 a.m. Tuesday, September 11th, the boys varsity junior varsity soccer team will be in action right here at Buffalo Stadium as they face off against conference rival, the Thomas More Prep Monarchs. JV is scheduled to start at 4 p.m. with the varsity following at 5:30. And then Thursday, September 13th, the varsity junior varsity volleyball team will be back on action. They'll be hosting their 6th quadrangular of the year inside Garden. First serve is scheduled for 4 p.m. Fans, that's the Tyson Foods activity schedule for the upcoming week here at Garden City High School. Tyson Foods encourages all the fans and whenever and wherever to get out and support the Buffaloes. Tyson Foods is a proud sponsor of the Garden City High School Athlete of the Month. In fact, our 2 athletes of the month this month are Sharon Contreras and Taylor Terpstra. Congratulations!
I knew. I was like, hey, let me see those feet. There's salt. You want to get, let's start. to KBFC 101.7. There's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the half, and Valley Center is starting to warm up as Garden City comes out of the locker room. The score is 27 Hornets, Buffaloes 14. The Buffaloes really need to kick it off in their offense and really kick in their defense and stopping this ball movement, getting down the field quickly.
Also, they need to limit their special team mistakes. They had the very first play of the game, they muffed the kick return, and then they also gave up the 99-yard punt return by Larry Wilson, and they almost gave up another one, but thanks to a flag, they took it back.
Unfortunately, that 99-yard, that punt return was detrimental to the Buffalo's performance tonight. That really set some people off on, especially the players. You know, they should have had that tackle, but they got lazy and started pulling on the jerseys. And you know, what I noticed tonight from a couple of players is they're not keeping their heads up when tackling. They're lowering it and taking one arm around the body, and the Hornets are able to pick them off very easily. So that's something the Buffaloes need to try and not work on is two-arm tackles and keeping your head up.
So right now, Buffaloes are trailing by 13. They've been trailing the entire game. They've never led from the get-go. Scoring summary for the Buffaloes, Reese Morse has both touchdowns, both rushing touchdowns. And as for the Hornets, Parker Schrader threw one up, a huge pass, an 89-yard pass to Zach Williams. Larry Wilson returned that 99-yard, also had a rushing touchdown, and then that amazing catch by number 29, Amato Carrillo, at one-hand catch. Now they've scored 4 times compared to their last week when they got shut out. So right now everything's working for them, and they have 24 minutes left in this game to get their first win of the season.
40 seconds left on the clock as the Buffaloes are returning to the field from the locker room. Hopefully that locker room coaching was able to kick into the Buffaloes. We'll see what they do this quarter. 30 seconds left until kickoff. The Valley Center is kneeling on the field and warming up as these last 25 seconds wrap up into the quarter. Buffaloes are huddling up in the tunnel, getting ready to run through. One thing that the Buffaloes need to try and get is these extra point attempts. You know, unfortunately for Miguel, his first attempt against Derby was unsuccessful, and his second attempt against Valley Center the snap was not successful. So he has not had a very great debut coming from another sport into football. And you know, varsity kicker, so they just need to get him that shot, get him that kick up, see what he can do.
We'll see what the Buffaloes can do. They have not started 0-2 for several years now. It's been a while, so they've got 24 minutes to work off a 13-point deficit, and the offensive and defensive coordinators are working their way back to the press box, and the Buffaloes are returning onto the field as Valley Center gets ready to take on the Buffaloes for the next 2 halves in these next 24 minutes. Steve Norby is the Buffaloes principal. This is his 4th year being the high school's principal. And Drew Tone, this is his 3rd year being our athletic director, and Matty Silva's 2nd year being our athletic trainer. The Hornets principal is Caleb Smith, and he's the assistant principal. The principal is Jamie Lewis. Caleb Smith is also the Hornets athletic director. So we'll see what the Buffaloes could do to improve in this second half. Let's see if they start moving the ball more. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they're just going to need a little bit extra help from the defense. Offensively, they made some mistakes, but their running game has looked especially strong, and their passing game hasn't been bad either. Right now they've limited the offensive turnovers. It's just been more on the special team side.
Yeah, the Valley Center is huddling up while the Buffaloes are they're warming up. They're warming up right now. Some of the Buffaloes have 2 injured players. Number Diego Hernandez, number 13, is a injured player, and also Cumdy Pack is an injured player as he just went through surgery on his foot. So Cumdy is out of the season, and I'm not sure on Diego. It looks like Reese Morse is getting worked on by the athletics trainer, getting some stretches in. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he pulled something and, you know, just getting worked on. But we'll see. The Buffaloes are coming back from their warm-ups, led by Coach Bass and Coach Ersick. Let's see what the Hornets do in preparation for after this locker room talk that the Buffaloes just got back from.
All right. There's no countdown timer, but I'm assuming kickoff is very near. Right now, a little bit windy here at Buffalo Stadium, but the sun is completely down. It's a beautiful night, and we've got 24 minutes left of football to be played as the Hornets come out. They're going to be returning as they won the coin toss and deferred the second half. So let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can get a big-time drive and almost, if they go up 3 scores, kind of put it away, it would seem. But
two of the managers for the Buffaloes is Angelina Serrano and Katie Brudicio, and some student trainers are Caitlin Hartman, Kaden Liker, Haley Dart, Nunez, Tom Wynn, Aaliyah Sullivan, and Brecken Ralston, helping out Maddie Silva through tonight's football game.
Ramos is going to be kicking the ball off. Hightower, Wilson, and Meyer are back and returning for the Hornets. Here's the start of the second half on a line drive kick, and it's going to be touched by Hightower. He's going to pick it up at his 10-yard line. He's going to look to go to the outside, but he is going to be tackled by multiple Garden City defenders and taken down at the 5-yard line. Great start for the Buffaloes.
Number 40, Dylan Sims, for the initial tackle was not successful when Hightower was brought down by 3 to 4 other Buffaloes.
They're going to have to go 95 yards here as they start at their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hightower was not able to get that ball. It slipped from his hands back toward the end zone. Let's see what the Buffaloes can do in stopping this ball, getting to a touchdown. You know, the Hornets are obviously going to try. You know, they've been passing a lot this game. Let's see what they do in going through the Buffaloes offense.
Also, I'm wondering if the Hornets are going to want to do some chewing of the clock since they have a 13-point lead. Here's Schrader in the pistol formation with Wilson behind him at their own 5-yard line. Here he goes as he's going to motion the receiver to his left side. He's going to hand it off to Wilson, who breaks off tackle, takes it at far side, gets a big gain, and he's going to be taken down around the 18-yard line, good enough for a first down.
There's flags on the play thrown by the refs. The first tackle was thrown, the first tackle going for the runner was number 76, Trey Newsom, who is a sophomore, and for the Buffaloes.
11:45, we'll see where who the flag is on. And as the refs are discussing, it's going to be a face mask on the defense. Hornets are pleased with that.
The Buffaloes do not seem happy about that call. Neither does the student section. But obviously, the refs aren't there to just throw. The refs are there to ref. They obviously saw something. We'll see what the Buffaloes are going to do in this playing defense, stopping the ball, coming onto the Hornets offense.
Now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Hornets as Schrader's in pistol formation with Wilson behind him. He's going to take the snap and hand it off. It's actually Pons, and he's taken down for no gain, setting up 2nd and long.
Tonight is the Buffaloes Military Appreciation Night, so we would like to shout out all veterans across the United States serving for our country, serving for our freedom. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, and this is their 5th annual appreciation night. It's really cool how Garden City is able to support their fellow veterans. As Chirez is out on the field trying to get the crowd hyped. Let's see, 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line as Schrader is going to be in pistol formation. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Wilson, who's quickly stuffed at the line of scrimmage and taken down by multiple defenders, setting up 3rd and long with 10:50 left to go in this game.
Number 11, Kobe Akers, saw that pocket and attacked, was able to bring down the rusher, and he and a couple of the Buffaloes tagged in and joined him in helping taking down that Horton.
Yep, it's going to be 3rd and 9, 10:30 left to go in this 3rd quarter at their own 25-yard line. This is crucial for the Buffaloes to see if they can get a stop here. That way they can go get the ball into their offense's hands and cut this lead.
I wonder if they're going to run. They only have 9 yards to go, and the Hornets have been running most of this game. Let's see if they run or pass.
I'm going to guess it's going to be a pass with a shotgun formation. Schrader fires a pass to the right side of the field, and it is caught. Big-time gain by number 4. And he's taken down. It's Jaron Carter. He's taken down at the 10-yard line.
Taken down by Ty Davis. Way to keep on top of him and way to run him down. Big kudos to Ty Davis. Was able to stop that play very well. You know, it got out there, but was able to stop it from being a touchdown. That was obviously a very big gain for the Hornets. That is a very big advantage for them. Let's see what they're going to do. It's 1 and 10, 10:02 on the clock. Buffaloes trail. Hornets 27, Buffaloes 14. The Buffaloes defense really needs to increase on stopping these passing plays. The Hornets love passing to the right.
Yeah, and that's 2 big plays from Schrader. Let's see, he's going to hand off the ball to Wilson. And Wilson's trying to push his way through, and he's able to break through some tackles, and he gets his way to the 4-yard line. Unfortunately, the Buffaloes had a 3rd and long, and they gave up another big play, and now Hornets are threatening to score once again and increase their 13-point lead.
The initial stopper was Reese Morse, number 33. Like I said earlier, the Buffaloes is really struggling to do complete tackles. They're dropping their heads and only one wrapping them.
I formation. Schrader's under the center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Wilson, but Wilson is shut down by Reese and the
multiple
rest of his
Buffaloes.
Gang. And that's going to set up a 3rd and about 7 yards, or a 3rd and goal.
It's going to be very interesting to see what the Buffaloes do to try and stop the Hornets from scoring. My prediction is the Hornets either run to the right or throw to the left, since they've been favoring this number 4 over here down on the 90-yard line.
Schrader in pistol formation with Wilson behind him, 3rd and 7. He's going to fire to the left, and there's Zach Williams, but it's dropped. Big time hit. Oh, sorry about that.
You're sorry. Yeah, just like I predicted, you know, the Hornets threw left. They've been favoring this right side, trying to throw off the Buffaloes. Very good stoppage by the Buffaloes, able to stop that play from becoming a touchdown. It was dropped around the 2 to 1 yard line. So good job to the Buffaloes. I feel like the Hornets are going to try and run this play. It's 4th and 7. They're going to go for it. They're probably going to throw. They're going to throw, going out. 8:44 on the clock.
8:44, up by 13. Williams was a catch away from really making this game out of hand. Here comes Schrader as he steps up into the pocket, but he's shut down by the Buffaloes. They're going to get that stop, and they're going to get the ball back on offense at around their own 6-yard line. Let's see if the Buffaloes can trim this lead.
Yeah, the Buffaloes did a great job stopping Schrader. Schrader was scrambling to the right, but unfortunately, the Hornets the Buffaloes stopped the offense from getting into that end zone. Very good job to the Buffaloes defense. They're kind of start up to increase their defense here. Some of this half.
And that's a very good job from the Buffaloes defense, especially giving out that huge pass and to come back and stop them in their red zone. Props to the Buffalo defense. Let's see if Acosta can drive his team down the field as they have the ball at their own 7-yard line.
Looks like our wide receivers, Ty Davis and Christian Reyes.
Acosta is going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Reese, who tries to power his way up the middle, but it's going to get nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, setting up 2nd down.
Kobe Akers switching, or Christian Reyes, Kobe Akers switching for the receiver position. Kobe Akers now is going in for the receiving, being a receiver.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line. It's going to be Acosta, and and Morse, I believe, on his right hip in shotgun formation with 2 to the left and 1 receiver to the right. Acosta's going to fake it. He's going to look to pass upfield. He gets hit from behind, but he's still able to get it off, and it's going to be incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be pass interference on the defense. Pass was intended for Ty Davis. There's 7:54. Hornets are leading 27-14.
Flags thrown onto the play. Let's see what the refs have to say. The Hornets were, they got the ball stopped. They seemed pretty impressed, but Ty Davis was able to get out of that struggle right there, move through some of the Hornets to get that brought down by the incoming Hornets.
And the pass is going to be incomplete. Let's see what the defense, it's a defensive pass interference. 15 yards from where they started the ball. They had the ball at the 8 from that start of that play, so it's going to be at the 23-yard line.
So it's going to be 1 and 10 for the Buffaloes. It's 7:54 left to go in this quarter. That's a big advantage for the Buffaloes. They don't have that chance of getting a sack. A safety. They move up forward. See what the Buffaloes can do here.
Reese is in the game as the running back. 2 touchdowns this evening already as he's lined up behind Acosta. 3 receivers to Acosta's left side. 1st and 10. 23-yard line. 7:54 left to go in the game. Morse now on his left hip. Acosta in shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fire a screen pass to Davis, who takes it far side, looks to make a move, and he's going to get taken down at the 30-yard line, about 5-yard.
Great play.
pass.
Carlos likes to do these screen plays. It's going to be interesting to see as we're wrapping up. 7 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be interesting to see if the Buffaloes start pulling out some trick plays and trying to get some quick points on the board.
So we set up a 2nd and 4 now at the Buffalo 29-yard line. 7:20 to go in this 3rd quarter. Costa in shotgun formation. 3 to his right side. He's going to give the ball to Reese, who's going to try to use his Buffalo offensive lineman. He gets a big-time gain as he powers his way to the Buffalo 48-yard line. Reese just breaking tackle after tackle, and a big-time run, setting up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, that was a great play by the Buffalo student section. Really excited about that play, moving downfield. The Buffaloes seemed to, stay on that running side of the game. They're, moving quickly. The Buffaloes have a pretty packed house tonight. We got the tennis courts are open, people playing tennis. We got our mascots are dancing. Cheer team looking good.
Here we go. Pistol formation. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. Acosta's going to fire another screen pass to Christian Reyes, who takes it up near side, gets a block from Ty Davis, and he's going to try to get by two. Makes a good move, and he's taken down at the 15-yard line with 6:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Buffaloes are now in the red zone. Let's see if they can get a touchdown here.
Great pass by Carlos Acosta. Way to move. Christian Reyes did a fantastic job of moving the ball quickly down the field. He was brought down by number 34 on the Hornet side. Christian Reyes, solid pocket, saw an incoming Hornet, juked to the left, and was able to get into that pocket, but unfortunately, a Hornet was coming at an angle from the left and was able to take him down.
Now that the Buffaloes are at the 15-yard line, Acosta in pistol formation with Morse behind him, 3 to his left. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Reese, and Reese is going to make some juke moves, and he's going to push his way to the 13-yard line, setting up 2nd down.
6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this quarter. One thing I have noticed about the Buffaloes offense that has been proved is their snapping. Their centers have really gotten that ball under control. We have not gotten a high snap yet this half here, this quarter.
6 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Buffalo's getting the play from the sideline. 3 receivers to Costa's left side. Martin, the fullback, is behind the line, adding some extra protection for Acosta and Morse, who's behind him. Here we go. Acosta's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Reese. Reese once again going up the middle, but Valley Center's having none of that, and they take him down for no gain.
Seems like the Buffaloes are trying to get some quick yardage here as they move into the 3rd down. Number 28 is coming out. Number 30 is going in. Number 30 is Ryan Jarmer. He's a senior. He's 6'1". He's a running back and a linebacker, 230 pounds.
Jarmer has had some history in the past with being a fullback. And actually, he's lining up as a tight end. And there's 3 receivers in shotgun formation. Buffaloes have a tight end who's Jarmer right now. Costa is going to take the snap. He's going to fake it to Morse, but he's quickly hit. And this pass is incomplete. And there's a flag on the play.
Oh, looks like the Hornets, they may get a flag on number 25 from the Hornet, as the play was already stopped and he dived onto Carlos Acosta, the quarterback. We'll see what this play call is about. Unfortunately, Carlos Acosta was not able to get the ball out quick enough and was shut down by number 15 on the Hornet side. Was able to not block the ball.
Yes, and on that last play, the Hornets read the fake, quickly got to Acosta, who could barely just shovel it out to, I believe it was Jarmer, and it was incomplete, and there was a flag on the play, potentially a late hit on Acosta, but there's 4:57 left to go in this third quarter, and the Buffaloes are in the red zone, trailing by 13. There's illegal touching on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and it's going to push them back, I believe, and it's 4th down, a loss of down.
It's absolutely weird that the Hornets did not get a flag for that delayed hit on Carlos Acosta.
And with that, it's 4th down, 4th and 11. Not what the Buffaloes wanted, but let's see if they have any magic right here and can at least get the first down.
Yep, Buffaloes are going to go for it. So see what they do here.
It's going to be Acosta in pistol formation with Morse. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake it to Reese, and Acosta fires one to the end zone, and it's intended for Ty Davis, but no good. Turnover on downs. Hornets have the ball, and unfortunately for the Buffaloes, they were unable to get a big-time score, but right now there's some fighting going on between these Hornets and Buffaloes.
Yeah, the Hornets are recognizing that Carlos favors Ty Davis. They were all over Ty Davis, and when Carlos threw that pass, Ty Davis was not even turned around, or was not able to turn around to receive that ball. I thought it was going to be picked by the Hornets, but our Buffalo's offense is starting to get shut down a little bit by the Hornets defense. They're recognizing who Carlos favors, they're recognizing our plays, and they're executing them very quickly.
Right now, Acosta is going to be a true workhorse. He's out there on defense. He's going to play cornerback for them, as well as Ty Davis and Reese. They're all playing defense. Right now, trailing by 13, you need your best players out on the field trying to make some key stops. The Buffaloes needed a score there, but there's still time with 4:52 left in the third quarter. The Hornets are back at their own 17-yard line. Schrader's looking to get the call from his coach as confusion. Cannot hear what's going on.
Possible substitution.
Oh, and they only had 10 players, so they needed their 11th guy, and there's only 7 seconds on this play clock. They've got to hurry, and they're going to call a timeout. So right now, the Hornets are leading 27-14 with 4:45 left to go in this game. You're listening to KBFZ 101.7, watching on Channel 21 and on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Welcome back to Buffalo Stadium. 4:34 left to go in the third quarter. Hornets leading 27-14 in a battle of 0-1 teams in search of their first win of the 2018 season. Here comes Schrader all alone with 2 guys on each side. Has an extra fullback with protection. He's motioning Wilson to his right side. Schrader's going to take the snap on 1st and 10. He's going to fire a pass deep to Williams, and it's incomplete as it was a poor throw. Williams got right by Acosta, but fortunately the pass was just not right on the money.
Yeah, Carlos Acosta, if he would have seen, he possibly could have picked that play off. Looking like a clear night here in Buffalo Stadium. There was possible chances of rain. It looks like that just went over us, and it's just a kind of a dark, cloudy night, but pretty windy. Obviously, the wind's affecting some of the kickoffs in the football game. Buffalo Luke's trail, 14, Hornets 27, 4:29 left on the clock, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Schrader's going to have, and once again, shotgun formation. He's motioning Wilson to his right side, and this time he's going to hand it off to Wilson, who takes it up far side. There's a flag on the play. It's a big-time gain. The ball is loose but out of bounds. It'll remain with the Hornets, but there is a flag, so we'll see what that is.
If that ball would have stayed in bounds, Buffalo's definitely could have used that fumble. They really need that fumble to get the ball back. Unfortunately, the Buffaloes they weren't able to complete they went for it on the 4th down. Unfortunately, they weren't able to complete it as the ball was shut down. Little bit of confusion on the field. The coaches, aren't sure what the call is here.
And as we find out, is a holding on the offense, so that we'll see where the ball will be moved back to. It's from the spot of the foul, so it appears they're going to push the ball all the way back to the 14-yard line. Another fortunate thing for the Buffaloes, as Hornets have been really getting some great plays in the passing game and the running game.
The Buffaloes' defense has definitely increased since halftime. They've been stopping the ball. They've let a couple of plays, and like that one, unfortunately for the Buffaloes, there's a flag thrown on the play, but the defense has been shutting down the Hornets quite great here this half.
Here we go. Let's see what Schrader can do, as he has two backs behind him, Pons and Wilson. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to pitch it out to Wilson. Takes it up the near side, gets by a Buffalo defender. He gets by Aker, and he's off to the races. He's at the 40-yard line, 30-yard line, 20-yard line. One man to beat. It's Cronin. He beats him into the end zone. That's his 3rd touchdown this evening. This score is now 33-14, and the Buffaloes are in trouble.
Yeah, we have an injured player on the field. Can't see the number at the moment. Looks like, is that Reese Morris? I can't tell from the coaches standing in the way at this time. But the Buffaloes were chasing down the receiver on that play. Unfortunately, was not able to stop the ball. But, that was a great play by the Hornets. The Buffaloes should have stopped that ball a lot sooner, but they didn't.
And that was Wilson showing great speed this evening. He had the 99-yard punt return. That was his 2nd rushing touchdown, so 3 total touchdowns. And the Hornets are up by 19. Sharp is going to be the kicker, and he's going to try to get this game to a 20-point lead with 4:06 left to go. Here comes the snap. Harden with the hold. The kick is up, and it's through the uprights. 34-14 with 4:06 left to go in the 3rd quarter. What are the Buffaloes going to have to do to get back in this game?
They're really going to need to increase their offense. They're going to need to throw the ball a lot more. The College Costa obviously favors running, but unfortunately that's just not doing it for the Buffaloes. The Hornets defense is able to shut us down. Update on the injured player. The injured player is number 75, Aaron Segovia. He is a freshman. He is an offensive and defensive lineman. He is 6'2" and 245 pounds. He is being stretched and looked at by the athletic trainer and some of her aides. We'll see what happens and get an update for you. Buffaloes, it's not looking good for them right now. They're allowing some easy points to get out there. 4:06 left in the clock. Buffaloes 14, Hornets 34. It's just the 3rd quarter though, and the Buffaloes have been known to clutch that 4th quarter win. So we'll see what the Buffaloes could do to get up to that score.
Yeah, with 4:06 down by 20, Hornets are going to kick it off with Sharp as the kicker, and back to return is LaPointe, Morse, and Durst. They're going to need a good drive this next.
It's going to be interesting. The wind died down. We're going to see how this kick looks.
Here comes the kick from Sharp. It's a beautiful kick. Best one of the night so far. And it looks like Morse is going to dive on it at the 16 or 18-yard line. And the Buffaloes are going to have to drive about 82 yards.
What I think the Buffaloes need to do is quick plays, such as short runs. just to get those first downs, short passes. Once they get deep into this end zone, then they can start taking their time a little bit because there's only 4:06 left on the clock for the third quarter going into the fourth. So the Buffaloes are really going to have to make some quick plays here to get down the field, or they throw a long one and complete it, happens to get down, and then do some short passes or something.
Yeah, let's see maybe if they can do some trickery, maybe catch him off guard. But right now, shotgun formation with Arana to Acosta's left hip, 3 to his left side. He's going to fire, pass incomplete. And the pass was intended for Christian Reyes.
Christian Reyes, well, that was his first incomplete pass of the night. Unfortunately, was not able to have that pass underway. Dropped the ball, dove on it because he thought it was a fumble. But, there's some substitution. Number 28 is coming out for number 2. Joel Bellows, a freshman for the Buffaloes, 5'9", wide receiver and defensive back.
And it was they said that he threw it behind him, and now it's 2nd and 13, a loss of 3. Acosta in shotgun formation. 3 receivers to his right side, 1 to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look for Lane, and it's above Lane's head, setting up 3rd and long.
The unfortunate thing for the Buffaloes is, like I said previously, the Buffaloes team is very young. We have very little seniors, and sophomores and juniors are very high. Our quarterback is a junior. Our backup quarterback's a sophomore. So obviously the Buffaloes can have some progression over this year, and hopefully turn it around mid-season.
And right now with 3:22 left to go in this third quarter, trailing by 20. It's going to be a 3rd and 13. Costa in shotgun formation is going to take the snap, roll out to his right side. He's going to fire a deep pass to Christian Reyes, but it's over his hands, and that's going to be 4th and long. And the Buffs are going to have to punt so they don't give great territory to the Hornets.
Yes, unfortunately the Buffaloes are going to have to punt. What they need to do is start doing short running plays, getting these yards, and maybe slow and steady, but it's better than this long passing over the head stuff. Christian Reyes, that was his 2nd incompletion of the night. That was way over his head. I thought that was going to be picked off, but unfortunately fortunately the Hornets did not turn around in time to see the ball coming toward them. So the Buffaloes, they're starting to.
Morse is going to punt it, and the return man is Hightower as they're giving Wilson a break. He's going to let the ball roll. It's giving a nice roll. It's going to be down at around the 27-yard line. Hornets are going to have to go 73 yards. But right now for them, if I were them, I would just try to chew this clock with 3:05. They have a 20-point lead.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Buffaloes, they're so far behind. The Hornets can do everything, or they're going to do everything in their power to, if not score, to keep the Buffaloes from scoring. Maybe chew down that clock. Well, it's just going to be interesting to see how it goes.
We'll see what the Hornets have in store. Buffs they just need some kind of momentum shifting play if they want to get back into this game quickly. Right now, Schrader in pistol formation with Wilson behind him. He has 2 receivers to his right and 1 to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Wilson. Wilson is tackled for a loss of 1 yard.
The Buffaloes, one of the things that they've been really good at about tonight, is that they've been shutting down these running plays from the offense. The one thing that the Buffaloes are struggling on from the Hornets is their passing plays. The Hornets are able, consistently get a passing play completed, and if not a touchdown. But the Buffaloes and the Hornets running, the Buffaloes haven't been able to shut them down, fortunately for them.
2:27 left to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 11 at their own 26-yard line. Schrader is in pistol formation. There is some confusion, and there's another timeout. And that's going to be their first one of the half. Timeout, Valley Center. You're listening to KBFZ 101, The Herd, watching it on Channel 21 and streaming live on YouTube. We'll be right back.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Welcome back to KBFC LP 101.7 Garden City. We are get underway for second and 11 with 2:16 on the clock. Hornets ball.
Schrader's going to be in pistol formation. 2 receivers to his left and 1 to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to pass, and he's going to try to fire one to 35. Hunter Sharp, the kicker, but it's no good. It's going to set up a 3rd and long with 2:12 left to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, the Hornets, you know, they've had a lot of successful passing plays, but the Buffalo defense, you know, they've been shutting down the running plays that they've done. They've shut down 2 of their passing plays right here, so maybe the Buffalo defense is turning it around, and the people who need to start, you know, turning around too is the offense. The offense is not getting the ball is not moving the ball as quickly as they need to.
Schrader in pistol formation at his own 26-yard line. 3rd and long. He's going to give it to Wilson, who takes it far side, tries to get around, but it's going to be, he actually is able to get a few yards, but it's still going to be 4th down. Buffaloes do get this stop, and this game's not over yet. They're going to have a chance to get the ball back.
1:57 on the clock. Our 2 cornerbacks is Kobe Aker and Joe Bellows, a freshman. You know, looks like the Hornets are doing some substitutions here.
I believe they're getting their punting. See if Zach Williams
Oh,
comes
yeah,
out.
yeah, it is.
Nope, they're actually gonna go for it. Schrader's still in the game. They're gonna go for it.
Really, they're gonna go for it.
Yes, 4th and 8 at their own 29-yard line. I'm kind of surprised they're going for it. They must be pretty confident.
Yeah, Christian Reyes is going out for the punt return. I guess he's just gonna sit back there and see what happens. It's a blocked punt.
And Reese Morse is going to recover it, and it's into the end zone.
Buffalo touchdown.
It's all right. That was so confusing because the kicker of the punter of this evening was Zach Williams, and Schrader's out there, and he's trying to punt it himself. It's blocked.
It kind of makes me wonder when the Williams was tackled, did he get injured on the field? And because you know they did that substitution right there. That's something that can be considered, but wait for Reese Morris to come back, utilize the play, and grab that ball for a Buffalo touchdown.
His 3rd touchdown this evening, and I'm just very surprised of the way that turned around. I almost thought for a second it's like the Hornets they want this game to keep going.
Yeah, blocked punt off a helmet. That was crazy.
It's going to be Ramos with the pat attempt. There's some crazy events right there. Trailing by 14, it's 34-20. Here comes the kick. It's blocked. He's 0 for 3 this year, unfortunately. They still trail by 14, but
it seems like the special team, their defense is not on point. They're not stopping the Hornets from getting into that kicker. But Miguel, his debut has not been great. He's 0-3. One of them wasn't his fault entirely, but the Buffaloes that could really work on their special teams defense right there.
Reese Moore so far has been the man of the night for the Buffaloes. He's going to have to go on the field, play some more defense, see if they can get another stop. They're only down by 14 with 1:14 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Hornets leading 34-20.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting game to see if the Buffaloes can come back from their such far drop off of scoring. Minute 14 left to go while the Hornets return the punt. Return the punt.
Yeah, you're all right. And they're going to be returning the kick with Hightower, Wilson, and Meyer, I believe, back there. And Ramos is going to be the kicker. Buffaloes are going to need another stop. Let's see what they can do here.
And one thing that I've noticed about Ramos is his punts have been okay. So it kind of makes you just think it's the Buffaloes' defense on those extra point attempts.
Here comes the kickoff from Ramos. The student section is hyped. Let's see if the comeback is real. Here we go. It's going to be returned by Hightower. Picks it up at the 25-yard line, taken down at the 30. Hornets are going to have a chance to go on offense, and now I feel like they might need to start trying to score again.
Yeah, I feel like the Buffaloes are going to kick into another gear and really start to push this offense from scoring. We'll see what the Buffaloes are going to do. I feel like they're going to really push this offense, try and stay on them as much as possible. Don't let runs get really easy.
Williams is not in the game right now. Their best receiver the punter, and that's why Schrader was the one punting.
Yeah,
so
it kind of makes me want to think if they're running their second teams, you know, since they were up by so much.
let's see what they have. It's going to be Schrader. He's going to pitch it out to Wilson, but Wilson is going to be wrapped up by, was Crone, but another Buffalo came in to finish the job. A loss of 3 yards. This game is not over.
No, it is not, Austin. 56 seconds left on the clock, 1-10. We'll see what the Hornets are going to do to see if they try and score on this drive right here.
There's a flag on the play. And let's see, there is no flag on the play. They pick it up themselves. 56 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Hornets leading 34-20. Schrader getting the play call in from the coach. I'm wondering when we'll see Williams, or if we'll see Williams again. Williams did have a touchdown reception that went 89 yards this evening. And
Yeah, but I agree with you, Austin, on that. That punt, you know, the Buffaloes thought it was going to be going for it, but it wasn't.
So here we go as Schrader's all alone in the backfield. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fire a pass to his Carter, and Carter comes down with it near side at the Buffalo 39-yard line. Huge pass from Schrader to Carter. Schrader has been much more productive this evening than last week so far.
That play took quite a while. Dropped 20 seconds off the clock, 34 seconds left to go in the third half. We'll see what the Buffaloes are going to do in stopping this play. I almost thought the Hornets went out of bounds on that. That was a very good catch by that receiver from the Hornets.
Jaron Carter, the one coming down with it. Schrader in pistol formation with, I believe, Pons behind him. He's motioning a receiver to his left, which is Carrillo. He's going to hand it off to Pons. Pons takes it far side, but he is tackled at the 40-yard line, setting up a 2nd and 7. And that appears to gonna run out the third quarter. So you are listening to KBFZ 101.7. You're watching it on Channel 21. We're streaming live on YouTube. I'm Austin Underwood alongside Spencer Turtine, and we'll be right back.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money. Don't trust just anyone. Bring your vehicle to the experts at Lewis Automotive of Garden City.
Welcome back to Buffalo football. You're listening to 101.7 KBFC 101.7 The Herd. 12 minutes on the clock going into the fourth. It is Hornets ball. Yes, Hornets ball. 2 and 6.
2nd and 6 at their own 39-yard line. It's a flag. Let's see, it's on. It's a false start. They're going to go backwards. It's going to be 2nd and 11 at the Buffalo 44-yard line. A lot of penalties this evening.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting going back into the statistics of the game to see how many penalties were thrown on the Buffaloes and how many were thrown on the Hornets.
Let's see what the Hornets have in store on this drive as they are up by 14 with 1 quarter left to go in search of their first win this year. In pistol formation is Schrader with Pons behind him. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Pons. There's another flag. And the Buffaloes quick, 4 of them smash Pons.
You know, it's kind of interesting. You can see the Buffaloes. Oh, sorry. I thought one of our Buffaloes hit the Hornets, but they're getting into each other's heads.
Penalty is declined. They decided to decline the illegal shift. As the play was played out, the Buffaloes were able to tackle Pons and for a gain of 0 yards, or actually a big time loss. And they're now at the 50-yard line with 3rd and 17.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's 11:54 left to go in this game.
Number 76 for the Buffaloes, Trey Newsom, was coming off the field.
Crowd chanting, "Let's go Buffs," as they are going to need this stop, because if they can get the ball back and get a score on offense, this game will really get interesting. Here comes Schrader all alone in the backfield, as there's 3 receivers to his right and 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right, and the Valley Center coach is very displeased as they have to take another timeout, and I believe that's their last timeout. We'll be right back, folks. You're listening to KVFC 101.7 The Herd, watching on Channel 21 and on YouTube.
Run, walk, remember. Don't miss the 11th annual Leave a Legacy 10K and Spirit 5K road races, October 6th in Garden City. Races begin at 8:30 at Heartland Cancer Center. This is one of the premier races in Southwest Kansas, with cash prizes for individuals and teams. And, backed by popular demand, Hearts Are Wild Casino Night. Runners, walkers, survivors, and family members, it's time to sign up. For more information, visit whodoyourunfor.org.
Welcome back, folks. 11:47 left to go in this ball game. Hornets currently leading 34-20 at 3rd and 17 at the 50-yard line. Buffaloes are in need of a stop. Schrader in the backfield with a fullback protecting him.
Oh, we got some. Oh, there. Okay, never mind.
Here comes the snap. Schrader's going to take it. He's looking to pass the ball. And the ball is tipped, but incomplete. Deflected by Reese Morse. Reese Morse once again making a big play.
Yeah, Reese Moore has definitely been the man of the night for the Buffaloes. You know, he's the only one who has scored for the Buffaloes. He's stopped plays. He's made really big tackles. Obviously, he just tipped that one. He was able to come off a tip off of his helmet and run it into the end zone. Yeah, Reese has definitely been, performance has been really good tonight.
And Zach Williams is the punter back onto the field, and Durst is going to be the return man. Here comes the punt. The punt is sailing. Lane Durst is calling a fair catch, and the ball will be marked at the 15-yard line. Buffs are going to have to go 85 yards to see if they can get a touchdown.
Buffalo's defense. Yeah, Buffalo's defense going on to the field as offense. Buffalo's offense going onto the field as the Hornets defense comes back onto the field. Let's see what the Buffaloes could do at 20 Buffaloes, Hornets 34. It's going to be, we're trying to see what the Buffaloes are going to do.
Right now, for both these teams who only combined for 6 total points last week, it's been a slugfest, or actual offensive showdown, as Morse gets the ball, takes it near side, stiffs arm a man, plows through a guy, is taken out at the 34-yard line. Morse is pumped up.
Yeah,
what a run.
That was that was pure truckage right there. He just plowed through that guy. The Hornets, that was pretty surprising. I thought they were going to get up very angry, but they didn't. Reese had a very good play right there. Got some yardage for the Buffaloes. Let's see what they're going to do here now.
1st and 10 at their 32. Morse punished Hightower. Hightower did not see that coming. Shotgun formation, 11:30 left to go in this game. Trailing by 14 are the Buffaloes. Acosta's going to take the snap, hand it off to Morse again. Morse is going to try to make his way through the line of scrimmage, and he gets a gain of around 3 yards at the 35, taking down a 34-yard line, setting up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, something that I've noticed, I'm kind of worried about for, we got someone coming off. Looks like he may have pulled something number 34 for the Buffaloes, which is...
It's Reese Morse.
That is Reese Morse. Being stretched. I mean, this is his 2nd time being stretched by the trainer, but he just came off and was substituted.
Arana, the starting running back, back into the game on the right hip of Carlos. Carlos is going to keep it himself. Acosta is going to make some moves, gets the first down, taken down at the 43-yard line. Buffaloes are driving.
One thing that I was talking about, I was kind of worried about the Buffaloes is, You know, they've been handing this ball off to Reese constantly. It kind of makes me wonder if they're just going to start targeting Reese and shutting him down. Makes me feel like the Buffaloes need to start throwing that ball out a little bit more to different people.
And with a successful run game, that'll open the play-action game, and maybe they can get one to tie for a big-time play. Here comes the snap, shotgun formation. Costa's going to take the snap. He's going to look for Davis. He fires to Davis, but it's way over his head. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
The one thing that caused us struggle throughout this game is throwing over. Whether it be a lot or a little, he's been doing it all game. Reese Morris is back in the game, being substituted for number 21, Avery Arana.
And now it's 2nd and 10. Buffalo's at their own 43-yard line. Acosta having a little bit of accuracy issues, but he's still getting the job done through the running game. Here comes the snap, pistol formation, 3 receivers to Acosta's left side. He's going to hand it off to Morris. Morris looking for more running yards, but this time he only gets about 2 or 3.
See, did you notice that, Austin, how as soon as Reese came back into the game, as soon as Carlos stuck that ball out, they started targeting Reese and running straight for him. I feel they need to start throwing this ball out here a little bit more. Number 2 coming off the field.
Bellows coming off the field, Martin coming in. And as the Buffaloes are getting their play call from their coaches, it's 3rd and 6 with 9:54 left in the game. Buffaloes are trailing 34-20. Pistol formation. Morse behind Acosta. 3 receivers to Acosta's left, none on the right. Here comes Acosta as he's going to take the snap. He's going to look to fire the pass. It's going to be a screen pass to Ethan Martin, but Ethan Martin is taken down by Holdaway, and that's setting a 4th and long. It'll be interesting to see what the Buffaloes are going to do.
Yeah, you know, Martin just came into the game. Didn't have a very good turnaround for the Buffaloes. They threw to him, and he wasn't able to successfully get the ball up the field. You know, the Hornet was right behind him, was able to take him down very quickly.
And Morris is going to be the punter, and Hightower is going to be the return man. As the Buffaloes, it's 4th and 8, 9 minutes left to go. It's a poor snap. Morris is going to have to get the ball off. It's blocked into the air. It's going to be good field position. It's fumbled, but the Hornets fall back onto the ball. Poor snap led to a blocked punt. Then the punt was muffed, but the Hornets still have the ball after all that
Dylan
craziness.
Sims saw that the ball went straight in the air, saw that it was fumbled. After it was regained by the Hornets, got right on top of the Hornets to make sure they didn't get back up and go for that touchdown. The rest of the Buffaloes did not see the ball get tipped. So that could have been a very bad situation for the Buffaloes as half their team was down the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Buffaloes now give the Hornets some great field position as they're in Buffalo territory at the 46-yard line. Schrader and Wilson in the backfield. Carter, Carrillo, and Williams, the receivers, as Wilson, he's handed the ball off, and he's going to try to get past everyone. Morse comes out of nowhere to get the tackle, but it is a huge gain.
That was a pretty mean stiff arm by Reese there. Reese stiff arm for the tackle. But unfortunately, the Hornets just got some massive gainage on that drive. We got number 72. Number 72, Alzio Perez going in for number 42,
Jacob Parton. It's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 27-yard line. Sorry about that. 8:30 left to go in this game. Hornets almost about to be in the red zone. As Schrader's in pistol formation, he's going to hand it off to Wilson. Wilson is taken down by 39. Dowdy was all over that run.
Yeah, he was.
It's going to be 8 minutes left to go in this game. It's going to be a 2nd and long.
You know, the Buffaloes really need to kick this into high gear and start getting these short plays done very quickly throughout the game. Obviously, they're getting shut down in the passing plays, except for a few occurrences. Looks like there's some confusion on the field, maybe some substitutions. Oh, no.
Schrader's going to be in pistol formation as Wilson's going to be behind him. 2nd and 15 at the Buffalo 32-yard line. As Schrader's awaiting the snap. trying to chew some clock down as the play clock is nearing 5 seconds. Schrader's going to take the snap, going to hand it once again off to Wilson. Wilson eludes Crone, and he's going to find himself into the end zone. There is a flag. We'll see what that is, but a great maneuver by Wilson to get around Crone.
Yeah, he just maneuvered through Crone, right through some other Buffaloes, right into the end zone. That touchdown's going to be reviewed while there is a flag on the play. They have not gave the official touchdown to the Hornets, so we're going to see what's going to happen here.
And if the Hornets, if it's on the Buffaloes, that is Wilson's 4th touchdown this evening.
Yes,
his 3rd
it is.
rushing, and of course the one big one in the punt return. 7:18 left to go in this 4th quarter. We're waiting what the penalty is. And I believe it's going to be on a holding, and it's on the Hornets. So the touchdown is negated. So the Hornets are going to move in the wrong direction, and the Buffaloes once again saved by a penalty.
Yeah, it's 7:18 on the clock. Buffaloes trail. Hornets 34, Buffs 20. It's 2:15. You know, this is the last quarter. The Buffaloes really need to step in right here and get it.
2nd and 12 now at the 29-yard line. Schrader with Wilson, both are in pistol formation. 2 to his right. Schrader's looking to pass. He's going to fire it down the field to Hightower, and Hightower's into the end zone. Great pass from Schrader to Hightower. That's good for a touchdown, and now the Hornets are up by 20 once again.
Cornerback on that play was Ty Davis, was not able to stop the play from completion. You know, the Hornets, that Hightower, he's been getting out for some reason. It must just be his speed. His speed is out overpowering the Buffaloes. He's able to get out with very little time.
Hightower's also a very good-sized receiver, as he's 6'2". And let's see how Sharp does on his extra points. He's only missed 1 this evening. As Harden's going to take the snap, hold it. The kick is good. 41-20. Buffalo's down by 21 with 7:13. What are they going to do?
I don't know. It's not looking good for the Buffaloes. The Buffs may possibly be going into the season 0-2 with a state rank of 60, and the Hornets may go in 1-1 with the state rank currently of a 66.
7:13 left to go in this game. Hornets have 0 timeouts. Buffaloes have all 3.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Buffaloes really need to start utilizing these timeouts. They haven't called one this whole game. It's all been on the Hornets. So we'll see what the Buffaloes are going to do. I have a feeling they're going to start calling timeouts when the clock starts really dropping. It's 7:13 on the clock.
Here comes the kicking unit, as Sharp is going to kick the ball from the 40. Reese Morse is back deep for the Buffaloes. He's responsible for all 3 of the touchdowns this evening. Here comes Sharp, the kicker.
Sharp has been very successful in his kicking game tonight.
Here comes the kick. Morse is going to receive it at the 5-yard line. He's going to try to get a block from his teammate. He's going to take it near side. He's going to try to get around one man. He stiffs arm a guy. He's trying to get a block from Arana. Gets around Arana. He's going to be taken out at 36. A great run from Reese Morse. And Morse throws an elbow to the Hornet defender.
Yeah, I mean, he just took on 3 guys, and the 3 guys just trembled underneath him, but unfortunately he stepped out of bounds. If he had not stepped out of bounds, that would have been a fantastic play by... Oh, it was a great play, but that could have been a possible touchdown for the Buffaloes. That would have been a fantastic play for Reese Morse, as he has scored 3 of their touchdowns tonight.
Now 7:02 left to go in this game. Hornets up 41-20. Hornets have scored 41 more points than their last game.
Yeah, I know. What do you think the Buffaloes are gonna have to do to get their scoring back?
Right now for the Buffaloes, what's made them successful has been their run game, but unfortunately when you're down by 21 and if you're still trying to win this game, you've got to get some passing game. But right now with the offensive line, they've struggled with it a little bit this year, but I mean, all they can do from this type of game is learn, especially if they're a young team, and take this experience and try to build on it and see where the season takes them.
The Hornets have an injured player on the field. Player is unknown at the moment. Matty Silva and Caleb Smith go out to assess the situation, as some of the coaches do.
So right now we're going to take a timeout. You're listening to KBFZ 101.7 The Herd, watching it on Channel 21 and streaming live on YouTube. I'm Austin Underwood alongside Spencer. Tour time. We'll be right back.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet Cadillac.
With 7:02 left to go in this game, Buffalo's trailing 41-20. Let's see what they can do here at their own 35-yard line after a great return by Reese Morse.
1 and 10. 7:02 on the clock.
Shotgun formation for Acosta. He's going to hand it off to Morse, who takes it near side. He's going to try to get around the defender, which he does. Tries to push through 3.
One thing that Resource has been very successful for the in this game is getting around the Hornets. You know, he's been hopping, he's been hurdling, you know, juking them out, moving, getting close to that ground. Just, you know, he's been a crazy athlete this night.
And Reese Morse is a transfer. Last year he played for Holcomb and he was a state champion. Had an incredible one-handed interception that made Sports Center top 10, so that's pretty crazy. 2nd and 6 now at the Buffalo 39-yard line with 6:57 left to go in this game. Martin in as their fullback with Costa at quarterback, Morse at running back, Reyes, Davis, and Durst, the 3 wide receivers right now as they're lining up in pistol formation. 2nd and 6. Acosta's going to receive the snap. He's going to fake it to Morse. Acosta's going to try to fire a pass downfield to Lane. Incomplete. Sending up 3rd and 6.
That was kind of a weird little fake there. Reese Morse was on his right, and he faked it to the left. Carlos Acosta did. That was a little interesting to see, but fortunately it didn't affect them in this situation here.
Probably just communication right there.
Yeah.
But Buffalo's now 3rd and 6 with 6:52 left in this ball game. And let's see what they can do here as Acosta's in pistol formation. Morse behind him. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fire a pass to Reyes, who looks to take it up far side, but he's taken down at the 40-yard line. Good enough for 1 gain, but it's going to be a 4th down. You got to go for it if you're the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Hornets 41, Buffs 20, 6:37 on the clock with a running clock. Starting to get a little misty here at Buffalo Stadium. They're starting to mist come down. You know, that might be affecting some people, but I don't know.
It's 4th and 5. Buffaloes are going to be in pistol formation. Costa's going to take the snap. He's going to fire a pass to Davis. Davis wasn't even ready for it. And turnover on downs. Hornets have the ball.
It kind of seems like Carlos Acosta isn't utilizing the play. He's just trying to get the ball out as quick as possible, and it's not favoring for the Buffaloes at the moment.
And 6:15 left to go in this game. I mean, it's not over till the fat lady sings, but they are down by 21. With the Hornets are going to have the ball. Most likely they're going to give the ball to Wilson to chew this clock down.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Buffaloes can make some crazy plays here. Well, after if they get the ball back. I mean, the Hornets are chewing the clock down as the time's going down to 8 seconds for the snap.
A lot of fans, sadly, are leaving the Buffaloes as they feel like this game's over. It's Harden now checked in at quarterback. The Hornets feel like they've won it, so they're going to give their sophomore quarterback a chance to get some experience here at the varsity level. as that pass was incomplete, setting up 2nd and 10.
You know, that's great experience for their second string quarterback. You know, if you're up so far, giving that person that opportunity to come out and get some play time and kind of figure out the team, because eventually he will be the starting quarterback for that varsity team.
Yeah, so Hardin's at quarterback with Pons behind him, the backup running back. He's going to hand it off to Pons. Pons pushes his way through the middle, taken down at the 42-yard line, setting up a 3rd and long.
That was kind of a quick play there, Austin, don't you think? The Buffaloes were able to stop that very quickly.
Yes, they were. As the clock is ticking down, 5:55 left to go in the game. Acosta now checking in on defense with Davis and Reese. I'm guessing another run play by the Hornets as they're chewing this clock down. Well, Hardin's actually in shotgun formation with 2 receivers on both sides. He's going to motion Pons. He's going to hand it off to Pons. Now he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to push his way all the way almost to the 1st down mark, but he's going to be about 2 yards short.
You know, one thing interesting that I feel like the Hornets may do is, you know, they're going to have Pons run this way, fake it, and have him screen up and get that pass for that touchdown. That would be very interesting to see. I don't think the Buffaloes would be expecting that kind of a play in this situation. 5:01 on the clock, running down. 4:59, Hornets 41, Buffaloes 20.
Hardin all alone. They're going for it. 4th and 3 at the Buffalo 33-yard line as Pons is behind Hardin in pistol formation. It's a high snap. Hardin's going to roll out to his left side. He's going to fire a pass, and that pass is going to be incomplete as the refs wave it out of bounds. It's going to be Buffalo football with 4:41.
You know, one thing I recognized about Caleb Hardin coming in as the 2nd string quarterback is he has scrambled right and left on these couple plays. So their 2nd string quarterback may be a scrambling quarterback, which could be that could bring out a different side of the Hornets in their offensive plays.
Buffaloes are going to have the ball as they are looking like they're going to fall to 0-2 with 4:41 left to go in this game as Reese Morris and Carlos Acosta are in the backfield in pistol formation. Acosta is going to handle the snap. He's going to fake it to Reese. He's going to look to pass. He's going to fire an out route to Ty Davis that goes right through the hands. Incomplete.
One thing that the Buffalo offense, specifically the quarterback Carlos Acosta, really needs to work on is that overthrowing. He's overthrown all game, or he hasn't underthrown. So he's been good at that. I think he's just overpowering the throw. He's expecting the person to keep running, which Ty Davis, you know, a lot of the times what he likes to do, he'll turn around and he'll stop. He doesn't continue the run. So that, unfortunately, does not help in Carlos Acosta's situation when coming in the overthrows.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line for Acosta. He's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to his left side. He's going to fire a pass to Christian Reyes, and it's tipped by Zach Williams, who was on the receiving end of a touchdown earlier this game.
Sorry.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 with 4:30 left to go.
Unfortunately, Christian Reyes is very, very shorter. There's a lot shorter compared to the Hornets. He just went up a 6'2" guy, and Christian Reyes is only 5'9". So Chris Reyes, he obviously has a struggle in that and has some challenges to face.
It's going to be 3rd and 10, pistol formation. Acosta motioning Morse to his right hip as Acosta's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Morse, who takes it near side, looking to get another big hit, and Morse is just a very powerful.
Yeah, Morse is just tanking guys down. He is not letting them take him down by himself. He just plowed through a guy. What he likes to do is he likes to drop the shoulder. Every time there's a guy coming, he'll wait a couple seconds, and when they get real close, he'll just drop that shoulder and truck right into him, and then the Hornets bounce right off of him.
And there's definitely a player cramping right now as he's grabbing his calf in pain. Charlie horses are extremely painful.
That's been some of the issue that Reese Morse has had coming out of the game a couple times, getting something happening in his hamstring. It's been cramping. He'll go out for a couple plays, get it stretched, come back in. For this injury, this is a Hornet as Matty Silva and Caleb Smith go out to assess the situation and see if the player's okay.
And we'll be, actually, we're not going to leave. He's getting up. He's all good. With 4:18, play is going to resume here shortly.
14 left on the clock. This might be over. It's not over till the Fat Lady sings, but this may be over for the Buffaloes going 0-2 into their season.
Yeah, and they're facing a 4th and 5. Unfortunately for the Buffaloes, too many big plays. Schrader had a great evening tonight passing-wise. He had 3 passing touchdowns, didn't have a single one in his first game this year. As Acosta's going to take the snap. He's going to fire a pass that's intended for Durst, but it's incomplete. And the Hornets are going to regain possession of the ball with 4:05 left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, Hornets number 21, Dakota Kiso, has been all over that ball on the receiving side. He's a fantastic cornerback for the Hornets. He's been stopping Christian Reyes, Ty Davis constantly, and is not allowing that ball to be completed to the Buffaloes.
Harden is going to come back onto the field, the sophomore, getting that experience playing at the varsity level. Made his debut last week, throwing 2 for 3 for 17 yards with an interception. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 38-yard line. Pons is to the right of, Harden motions Pons, who's going to get the reverse, but is taken down by Crone and Jarmer. For no gain on the play, setting up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
3:50 on the clock and is a running clock. Play clock remains at 25. It's 2nd and 10 for the Hornets as their sophomore Caleb is going in for the quarterback. 3:39 still running down 2nd and 10. Buffaloes 20, Hornets 41.
Yeah, it's the second team for the Hornets as Hightower, Williams, and Carrillo have all checked out of this ball game. Wilson, here comes the snap from Harden as he motions Pons. He's going to be, it's miscommunication, ball is loose. It's going to be picked up by Davis, and the Buffs are going to get the ball at the 48-yard line.
Davis has not made a very big play here recently in these last 2 third and fourth quarter. Unfortunately fortunately for him right there, he has picked up that fumble. That was fortunate for him. We're going to take a quick break right quick. We'll be back. You're listening to KBFC 101.7.
All right, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Reigns coming in here at Buffalo Stadium in the final minutes of this ball game. Here comes Acosta as he's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Morris, who powers his way up the middle, taken down at the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of around 7 yards. And Buffalo's looking to get another score.
Yeah, it's three on the clock, still running. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be over for the Buffaloes. I don't think they'll be able to make those 2 touchdowns.
No, time is fleeing as Costa pitches is out to Morse, and he's going to take it far side. Morse trying to blast through people. Really loves to lower that shoulder and run through some guys.
I mean, Morse has been a complete animal this evening, dropping that shoulder. Buffalo fans are leaving the stadium as some heavy mist is coming in to the stadium, and there's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Buffalo's down 21.
Yes, they're down by 21. 3rd and 1 at the Hornet 38. Morse is being patient, but he is shut down by the Hornet defense, setting up another 4th down. With 2:10 left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, I think this ball game is over. Unfortunately for the Buffaloes, they will be going into season 0-2, and the Hornets will be going in 1-1 with a state rank currently of 67.
Yep, clock is running out. 4th and 1. Could be the last offensive play this evening for the Buffaloes. As Acosta is under center with 3 tailbacks, he hands it off to Morse. It appears that he got the first down. He may be marked just shy. And that would give the ball back to the Hornets. And he is going to be marked shy, and the Hornets are going to have the ball most likely knee it, and this game will be over.
Yeah, the Hornets sideline, they're cheering. Their fans are cheering. This looks like an over game, unfortunately for the Buffaloes. It was a pretty good matchup, but the Buffaloes are a young team. They got things that they need to work on, such as their throwing and things like that.
Yes, 1:42 left to go in this ball game. The Hornets coming off that 49-0 defeat from against the Mays Eagles, a much better performance this evening. But the Buffaloes are gonna fall to 0-2 as the Hardin takes a knee as this clock is running out.
Yeah, this football game is over. Unfortunately, players are shaking hands, telling each other good game. This ball game is over for the Buffaloes. Buffaloes go into season 0-2. Hornets go in 1-1.
1:19 left. And the Buffaloes are going to start the year. This is their first home loss. The student section still cheering USA for this military appreciation night. Still hyped, even though their team is going to suffer a defeat this evening. 1 minute left to go.
5 seconds on the play clock.
Here comes the knee. We're going to take probably one more knee, and then this game will be over.
2nd and 12. Yeah, probably going to kneel again. This football game is over for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, this evening, too many big plays. That was the difference. Wilson had an outstanding performance.
Yes.
2 rushing touchdowns, the 99-yard punt return touchdown. Schrader threw 3 pass touchdowns, all the different receivers, Carrillo, Hightower, and Williams. Here comes the final knee. And, yeah, we're going to say something about Reese.
Yeah, Reese Morse has had a very fantastic game as he is the star of the show for the Buffaloes. Getting our only 3 touchdowns. Getting that tip off of his helmet into the end zone, stopping balls left and right, trucking kids. He's just had a fantastic game, and hope he feels proud of himself.
Buffs fall to 0-2, and they'll look to bounce back next week at Hutchinson. Final score, Valley Center Hornets 41, your Buffaloes 20. You're listening to KBFZ 101.7 The Herd, watching it on Channel 1, streaming live on YouTube. Good night, folks.